It's your boy Cito on the beat. We here with I Don't Care What You Think podcast. Let's fucking go. Tune in, baby.
Rest in peace, Jerry Springer. We in the building. I know what's going on.
What?
Rest in peace, my boy, Mr. King Ratchet himself, man.
No
79
cap.
years old. But y'all know what it is. You are now tuned into the I Don't Care What You Think podcast.
Because we don't care what you think. I got to do your part.
Yeah, you know the vibes. Let's get it.
All right, man. So we got a special guest in the building.
As you can see,
You know,
Sir.
Jersey royalty right here.
you feel me? The one and only.
Let's get it.
Multi-platinum.
Multi-platinum.
Got the
Cito
plaques
on
to
the
speak
beat.
for it.
You feel me? But before you, let me clap for you. Let me clap for you.
Yeah, clap it
I
up
ain't
for
gonna
that,
do you
man.
like that. I ain't gonna do you like that. It's a pleasure having you sit with us. You know
I
what I'm
appreciate
saying?
it, man. I appreciate the
Oh,
invite.
man. And he cared about being late. And a lot of motherfuckers don't care about being late.
Man.
So I appreciate the nigga you sitting to the right of you don't give a fuck about being late. If late
Yo,
got a
look,
picture
look,
in the
look, look,
dictionary,
look, look.
it's
Let me
that
tell you,
nigga,
let me
yo.
tell you, let me tell you. Look, so we usually do this at a later time, right? So I thought this nigga was trying to psych me up, like on some shit like, yeah, come at this time. So I could get there at that time.
I ain't gonna hold you. When you told me the time, I was like, word? I thought it was gonna be like some nighttime shit.
Nah, this nigga early. He like
I'm
this shit
gonna tell
done
you
quick.
why. See how you pulled up and you was like, I want to make sure my car's still outside. I respect that,
Yeah,
and
word.
I think how y'all would think.
That nighttime,
Word,
that
word.
nighttime
You still
vibe.
get the
That's
Crazy.
when everybody outside.
Oh no, don't
yeah,
get it
yeah.
twisted. Somebody did an interview here. Then he was like, "Yo, interview my artist." This nigga was here already. He was like, "Yeah, she could do it around 7:30." I said, "Nigga, you was
7:30,
here.
son.
Like
you
you
see
know
what it
that
look like
ain't
at
good."
nighttime, bro.
He ain't give a fuck.
Word.
She bought mad niggas with her. I'm like, man, at least she protected. But I'm
Word.
just like, I
Had
mean,
somebody in here watching the door like a guard dog. Shit was that?
Listen, I pulled up and I was like, all right, yeah. All right, I see what
Word.
it's like.
Nah, yeah, word. But it's
I
real
ain't get out my
comfortable
car. I
around
was like, let me hit him first. I said,
Nah,
where
'cause
do,
I
I said,
hit
where
him.
do I park?
I'm like, yo, we good? He like, I'm outside. I'm like, yo, I was just the fuck outside. Then I'm looking at his car. I'm like, the white car? He like, yeah. I'm like, yo, just take my parking spot.
Yeah, I was
he
like,
was
I-
down there.
Yeah, I
like,
was like,
let's just say a picture would say 1,000 words about where we at right now.
that's a fact.
Word.
That's a fact. I just pulled up and I was like, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we here
It's one of them.
from the bottom.
Yeah, it's one of them for
Straight from
sure.
the mud. But look though, pay my theme music, man. I want to hear some shit.
all right, I got you, man. I got you. I'm gonna play what I was bumping before. I mean, we got here. This what
Wow.
This what I was bumping
Okay,
before.
shout out my man Izzy B too, man. Did this whole tape together.
The whole thing, right?
Yeah, we did the whole tape together. Yeah. Which one's this? This is Love 6'6", right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Love 6'6".
I walk in the spot, I'm making it hot, she making it drop, she dropping it low. I don't wanna fuck, I just want your throat. Once I get my nut, I gotta go. Hookah mommy, little baddie, tell that bitch it's adios. Swipe the pieces in the spot and then I gotta hit the road. We been swiping them visas. Shorty a baddie, chocolate skin, she look like a Reese's. I heard she a thotty, I'ma turn her to a diva. She on my mind, she blow my mind just like sativa. Just like sativa. I walk in the spot, I'm making it hot, she making it drop, she dropping it low. I don't wanna fuck, I just want your throat. Once I get my nut, I gotta go.
Yeah, Izzy, he went crazy on this. He been,
Swipe the
Izzy
pieces
went
in the
crazy on
spot
this.
and then I gotta hit the road. Baby girl, you so chocolate like Willy Wonka. 10K in my pocket could be your sponsor. VV's on your chain, bling bling, I'm diamonds flawless. The city know our name, my gang look like we ballin'. All my niggas ride or die, the ops know that we all in. If one lose, we all lose. If one win, we all. I ain't with the subs on the net, won't give responses. Gang pull up, they spark shit, please don't be a target. I walk in the spot, I'm making it hot, she making it drop, she dropping it low. I don't wanna fuck, I just want your throat. Once I get my nut,
So now my question to you is,
Yeah.
is that like your artist or that's just somebody you work with?
nah, he's not my artist. He's artist I work with. So usually the way I work, like if I really fuck with an artist heavy, and then like for me, you know, vibes is big. You feel me? So
Yeah.
like with Ray, right? This is our first time meeting, but
Word.
like I like to get in the studio with the artist, see how we vibe, because I feel like if you ain't really like vibing with the person, you don't really fuck with them like that, it's
How
hard
you
to
gonna
make
make good
dope
music?
music. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because shit
I
weird
feel
in the
you. I
studio.
feel
So
you.
like before I make that decision, I gotta get in first,
Yeah.
work on one record, and be like, yeah, I fuck with
fuck
his
with him,
vibe, and I'll be
yeah.
like, yo, let's work on a whole tape. Cause I like working on bodies of work, you feel me? So instead of
Word.
just doing like a one-off, I rather be like, yo, let's do like 5 records, let's put out a project together. You feel me?
Word.
And like we just drop that shit together. You know what I'm saying? And just build the catalog and shit.
I respect that. A lot of producers don't think like that, or a lot of people in music general they don't think like
Yeah,
that.
where people just get in, they like, oh, I fuck with this nigga music and shit dope. And he's like, yeah, he could be dope, talented, but that doesn't mean that you gonna work well with him. You feel me?
For sure.
You know.
Even if you think you is, but you know. So we gonna take it. First of all, how you doing, bro? Like how you feeling?
I'm good, man. I mean, you know what? Life has its up and downs. You know, shit been a little rough right now.
Right.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't sugarcoat shit, but I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be all right. You know, we go through them rough patches and shit. I feel like I'm in a place musically where I'm trying to like refine myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in a different space from where I was before. So I just haven't been like super excited for music. You know what I'm saying? I was in the car yesterday with my lady and shit. And I'm going on Spotify and I'm listening to all this shit that's out, and bro, there's so much garbage out.
You ain't lying,
bro. Like trash. I'm like, yo, I haven't heard like a song that's like sparked me or made me feel something in so long that it just feels like sometimes I feel like I'm falling out of love with like where music is going. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just be mad discouraging. I'm like, man, like. And then, you know, trying to be in this industry, you got to kind of, like, keep up with the waves. And it's like, sometimes I don't really want to do that shit. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be making this shit that niggas is listening to, bro. Like, that shit is, you know, no disrespect for all that drill shit coming out of the Bronx. Everybody sound the same. Everybody yelling on shit. Like, bro, like, like, there ain't no storytelling no more. You feel me?
Nah,
I ain't gonna hold you. I got excited this morning. This morning before I got here, I woke up early to be here on time. Right, babe? What time we woke up?
Nah, you
like
was on
like
time,
7:30 in the morning. Okay, I don't even wake up at that type of time.
You was on time.
Yeah. I was like, let me make sure I make it here. But I woke up this morning and I seen Timbaland. I follow Timbo. He posted this girl from New York. She from the Bronx. I think her name is Scarlett. She is hard.
Thank you.
I'm
trying
hard.
to tell niggas that.
She is hard.
I'm trying to tell niggas
I was
that.
like, okay. I'm like, this is what this is what I want. You feel me? That shit is sparking me up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I fuck. Like, that's real New York. You feel me? Like, that's what I want New York to sound like again.
Nah, people don't understand that New York sound. Like, what she doing is that New York sound.
Yeah.
Like, I seen somebody say, yo, what type of audience is she going for? Where's she from?
Like, fucking
she from New York.
What
like,
you mean?
That's what New York sound like. It's the Mecca of
East
hip hop.
Coast shit. Yeah, like that's what it's supposed to sound like. All this drill shit going on is cool, and I got love for it. But I feel like now that market is oversaturated. That's everybody. And they ain't doing nothing with it. You feel me? It's like nobody's telling a story. Everybody talking about the same thing, smoking this nigga op, rolling this nigga up. Like, it's like, all right, bro, we heard a bunch of that. Like,
heard a bunch of that shit.
Tell me a story, you feel me? I went on her page today and I went through a frenzy and I'm hearing, she has like poetry, bro. She's telling stories about what she went through and shit. Like her brother beating on her. Being, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this is real hip hop, bro. This is what music's supposed to sound like. You feel me?
She about to be on the run.
Yeah, she gonna go. She gonna go.
Swiss Beats.
Yeah, I started seeing Busta Rhymes.
Now
like
that I was
her,
gonna get
Jada.
I'm cool off the Busta Rhymes verse.
I'm good.
I'm good. I don't even want to hit no Busta Rhymes verse. I'm good. Like Busta, you are a legend, but I'm good.
Yo, me and him argue all the time. This coming from I love Busta.
Okay.
But it's just like, yeah, I just don't want to hear him on that shit.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Every time I think about Busta Rhymes now, I don't even think about no old shit. All I think about is every time I come around, get away, and I don't. I think about that every time. Like, I see Busta Rhymes, that's all I have. I be like,
yeah, you just think of the Chris Brown record. Yeah,
that's all I think about. I be like, yo,
facts.
Chill. But Busta hard though.
No, like he a legend.
I'm just good on that.
I think like facts. I'm good off the remix.
Facts.
But I think it's dope that she's being like she's getting that support from like legends. You feel me? It's dope that she got those faces like because she's bringing back the essence. You feel me? So to go on her page and see like Funk Flex backing her, Busta, Jada, Swiss, Timbo. You feel me? Yeah, she went crazy.
But this is my only problem, yo. It's cool to get the cosign from the greats. But they'll halter your shit too. Because, you market it for New York. I ain't mad at her music. But it's like how we just said, we good off Busta Rhymes on the remix. To her, it's like, yo, I got Busta on the remix. But to niggas that like it, it's like, I don't want to hear this nigga, bro.
Nah.
So it's like, it's a gift and a curse with having them niggas there.
Who else she gonna put on that shit? Like, nobody from it. She gonna get Joey Badass?
They could have did a whole...
He acting right now.
No, what I'm saying is they could have did a whole new song. Think about it. That shit gonna suck. Instead of being on Rolling Loud, you on the Rock the Bells Festival. It's like, yo, that's...
Yeah, first of all, Rock the Bells bring me back, bro.
But they bring it back
to Rolling Loud.
Hold on, though. I will say this, though. We feel like that, right?
True.
But there gotta be a bunch of people out there that really fuck with Busta. You feel me? And... she's getting that older crowd demographic too to tune in. So even if they don't listen to her, now they familiar with her name. Because you know whoever grew up doing Busta era. You feel me? They 50 like, yo, Busta still put this record out. Who's this young girl on this shit?
There's somebody right now arguing, man. Busta had the best verse this year.
What? That's crazy.
Right now.
That's crazy.
Niggas will still argue with you about KRS-One. So
I
you
swear
know
to
how
God, bro.
Oh my God.
You know how I feel about that.
Yo, hold on. First of all, I'm gonna say something. I went up. No disrespect. You a legend, bro. If you ever see this, you are a legend for sure.
For sure.
But my brother, you can't be a legend the way you are and your teeth look like that.
Hey, yo.
I was on my man's.
Shit took a turn.
Yo, I went on my man's page the other.
I
went on my man's page the other. This had to be like a month ago. I went on his Instagram. First of all, you need to put the mic down, my brother.
Funny as shit.
It's about that time. I was hearing some shit. And he's still rapping like he in 1989.
Yeah, he needed.
I was like, yo, it's over.
He need
like,
to take all the equipment out of his house.
Yeah, like
he need to never go to the studio.
It's a Rizat for that. And then my brother just like, yo, it costs like 5-10 bands. I know you got the bread. Like, fix your grill, bro. That shit look crazy.
The crazy thing about the teeth, he the one that was out here fighting for dental insurance for rappers.
He was.
Yeah, he was fighting for dental
insurance. Was fighting for dental.
No fucking way.
Yeah, real shit. He was out here like,
yo,
why the rappers don't got a union type shit, like a retirement union.
Yeah, because they was like,
yo,
rock stars and pop artists.
That's crazy.
They take care of their legends. Like,
yeah.
Absolutely.
And only rappers be like, man,
fuck that old
nigga. But he was like, when you go to rock and roll, the new rock and roll niggas love. Yo, Aerosmith won't fuck with me?
Nah,
he said
word.
The young boys be like, yeah, that's why y'all niggas look old and dirty now, but it's the old niggas' fault why I look that way.
Nah,
because niggas don't embrace change.
Don't say niggas, say who it is.
All niggas.
Melly Mel be out here
No,
wild.
I'm not
Melly Mel be out here wild.
Melly Mel be out here wild. You know why I can't? But you know why I can't use Melly Mel?
Yes.
You know why I can't use Melly Mel though? Because he ain't disrespecting the niggas now. He disrespect the niggas that was hot when rapping was rapping. Like that nigga dissed Wayne, that nigga was dissing Eminem, that nigga was dissing them niggas.
But he's lying.
He is.
Like,
but
the nigga said Wayne wasn't nice.
But Eminem ain't the nigga calling him Dusty.
That is fucking crazy.
The nigga calling him Dusty and be Lil Yachty. You see what I'm saying? Them the niggas calling.
Yo, Yachty can rap. I don't care what nobody says.
I hate what you I don't listen to that shit.
I don't care what nobody says. Nigga got flow.
I told you, Yachty sound like a fat Shaw nigga. I can't listen to that.
I mean, I wouldn't say Yachty could rap. I don't know if I could go that far. I think he make good. He make good music. I think he make dope music, but I wouldn't be like, yeah, he's a lyricist.
Nah, that
you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would say all that.
It fucked me up when I found out he wrote that shit for the City Girls. I was like, nah, that's crazy.
Well, you know
but he also paints his nails, my nigga. So that says a lot. You feel me?
That's wild.
He be getting like stars and shit on his nails.
it makes sense when you look at the nigga. I don't follow the nigga. I'm just saying.
I don't follow him either because he always sounds shy.
You a shy
like it don't matter whose song he on. That nigga just sound like, oh my God, I'm here. And I'm like, the fuck?
The way you describe him sound like a Nickelodeon character.
I mean, first of all, he looked like a Nickelodeon character.
You funny as shit.
I mean, the song that blew him up sounded like some nigga. Yo, when he first came out, I couldn't stand that shit.
That one night shit?
Oh,
Minnesota. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, bro. I can't. Still to this day, I hate that song. That shit comes on, I'm like, change this shit, bro. Change this shit. What the fuck? How you get lit with that shit?
He's the god of SoundCloud.
He was on Broccoli with Dram, sounding like he was whispering in somebody's ear. Hello, mama, how you doing? Shit, man. What the fuck? Why you rapping with such lack of confidence,
but you know what though? He wrote the song that made City Girls City Girls. So like, let's give him them props.
Nah, he did.
He wrote a banger. You feel me? He wrote a banger.
Yeah.
You know
and he pent music with Drake for Drake and 21 Savage album.
He's actually a really good friend of Drake's too. Like
he had that nigga. He had that nigga at Liberty State Science Center. Yeah. Like when his last album he dropped.
He was also defending that nigga with the Meg shit. He wasn't talking about you. Don't ever. I'm like,
why do you sound like him, bro? I'm crying. He sound like my man from Jimmy Neutron, bro. That's his name, Bobby. Yeah. He sound like Bobby or Sheen, one of them niggas.
The little fat one with the glasses, right?
Yeah.
The little fat one with the glasses.
But nah, back to the I know you said you ain't have like a spark with this music thing in a minute. What sparked it to? What got Cito to be Cito?
All right, so where y'all from? You from Jersey City?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey City.
Where you from?
Here.
Or you from Newark?
That's how I knew what time for you to pull up here.
I hear that. So I'm from Jersey City. So I don't know if you know Nelly Nell.
Yeah, I know Nelly Nell.
Nelly Nell. So
wait, you from Jersey City?
SP Killer?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey City.
Yo, all the niggas you brag about from Jersey City and you ain't never bring this nigga up?
Nigga, I brag about him all the time.
but you ain't.
Hold on, let me tell you what I said.
From the city.
Yeah,
I'll be talking about rappers
like
though. I'll be talking about producers.
talking about rappers.
Nigga, YG was up here because of you.
Oh yeah,
bragging about YG.
That was my age bracket. Like that's my like that. He was putting on when I was like just
Designer Boys
music.
YG. Yeah, that's my guy, man. Shout out YG, bro. That's Brody right there. I fuck with him. I do a lot of music with Crimmy.
Yo,
So
I was about to
Crimmy
tell you that. My
shit.
favorite. I was just telling him the other day.
Yeah,
My
he told me
favorite
that's
shit
how
from
he
y'all,
hears you,
from you and Crimmy is What You Want.
Yeah, what you want?
What you want?
Yeah,
I know what you want.
Yeah.
On the
Me and
plug,
him got a
baby,
joint.
tell me what you want. Hey,
Damn, that's throwback.
that's my shit.
Me and Crimmy got some shit coming out soon. I'm trying to get Flea on there. Shout out Flea, man. I'm about to get in with Flea. Flea got Newark right now too, man. He going crazy.
Yeah, he do.
How you feel about Flea?
How I feel about Flea? Flea, no lie. I said this on somebody else shit. That nigga is this generation's Busta Rhymes with that flow.
Give me the crown.
That shit is so different. And I'm talking about
I
back.
fuck with it,
Hold
though.
on.
I love that
Pete,
shit.
I had
Right.
no problem with him. But I'm talking like the super good Busta. Like back in the day.
Put your hands where your eyes can see.
Yeah,
type
like
shit.
that nigga.
That's my shit.
Not this nigga now. But
No,
the
no,
old
not
Busta.
that nigga.
So
Yeah,
because Busta was so different. So when I first heard Flea, he told me about Flea, and that's my city. He told me to listen to it, and I listened to it. I'm like, yo, why the fuck he yelling in that weird ass octave, yo? And then I listened to it. I kept listening to it.
I think that's what that shit is hard as hell. Shorty is
got her
fire.
eyes on Flea.
I like
But I'm a Flea. But my favorite from the city is Baby ATM.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Baby
he's my
ATM is hard.
Baby ATM.
Yeah, he is hard. He is hard.
Baby ATR. He both had came up here, but that's another story.
Have they worked together? Him and Flea?
Yeah,
Right.
He worked with damn near the whole note.
The whole note.
Word.
Everybody got a Flea.
That's crazy. I mean, Flea moving right now.
Nah,
man.
but Flea fire. Flea is fire.
He did XL Lounge in Elizabeth. I think a month and a half ago. He sold that shit out.
Yeah.
That shit was booming. Like so,
That's
you
crazy.
know, he moving right now. He making noise, and you know I'm tapped in with the label, so like they tapping in now, and I heard he got like a couple offers on the table, so like
Word.
you know
Look,
shit gonna
Flea,
happen for him.
before you accept them offers, man, come up here. You can come announce it up on here that you signed or something. You know?
Word.
You see this clip, you probably gonna see it most likely. So
Word.
you know, tap in, bro. We in your DMs.
Pause.
Nah, me and the
You been
nigga spoke
reaching out.
before. I mean, I got a question for you because you brought up Flea and them.
Yeah.
And a lot of them do this. And I tell you, I said to him after I listened to it, yo, is these motherfuckers clearing these samples?
I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest. That shit don't even matter no more.
Nah,
So
don't. Unless you Juice WRLD.
No. That ain't let you do it. It's like who Juice WRLD sample.
Yeah.
Word. I mean, he did that shit. You seen that supposedly he be fucking Diddy pays him like 20 grand a day or some shit like that for the rest of his life.
All I know is Nas don't pay him
some
shit.
shit like that.
All I know is Nas don't pay him
Nas
shit.
pay that nigga, bro.
Nah, Nas don't pay
Somewhere
that.
down the line, Nas paying that nigga.
First of all, a
it's
white
coming
man
out that
help-
lift
a
account.
white man-
Everybody fucking samples thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
First of all, a white man helped Nas get that sample. Nas ain't paying nothing. He probably told him it's for me, and then Nas ended up on it. And he was like, "You got it, bro."
Oh shit, that's hilarious. I still
mean-
think somewhere.
But
down
Diddy
the line,
getting fined for that is Diddy's fault. Same as Juice WRLD. Neither one of them niggas reached out to him until their song was out and it was popular.
Well-
and he had to reach out to them like, hey, yo, you know that's my shit y'all on, right? That's why that happened to Diddy.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like, well, at that time, it was a different time. I feel
That's
like
true.
right now, that's usually what labels do, right? They'll drop the record because they not, nowadays, especially the business is so oversaturated with like streaming, bro. There's like 40,000 records get uploaded every day to distribution companies, you feel me? So it's like, it's a lot of competition. So labels is like, why are we gonna pay money to clear sample on a record and we don't even know if it's gonna go?
Yeah.
So what they do is they drop all this music and then they
See
wait
if
for this shit to
shit-
buzz. And when
well,
they see this
yeah.
shit go, you know, when it's like, all right, this record got legs, this shit
then
about to
they-
go,
then they pay
let's
for
clear
it.
the sample. Yeah. So like clearing samples before a record gets hot is like not a thing anymore. You feel me? Now it's just like, all right, put that shit out. Shit is fire, put it out. Let's see what it does. You feel me? Because at the same time, like, these people ain't coming for you if your record ain't doing it, and there's no money to make. They don't give a fuck if you sampling them. You feel me?
Yeah.
Sting came for Juice WRLD once he saw
Yeah,
that shit
once
was
he-
making
yeah, once he
bread.
went.
And he's like, yeah, because I'm pretty sure they be hearing that shit. You know,
That
they
shit
know.
went- that Juice WRLD shit went crazy.
That
Did he
shit
die?
went crazy. Yeah, but you know what? I will say this. Sting, you fucked up, nigga. Like, he did him greasy, though. He basically took like 90% of the record.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you could have took a little less and let the
He coulda
little
took a
nigga
cool
eat. You
50.
feel me?
Cool 50.
He took almost damn near the whole song. I think it was like 95% of the record. He left the producer and Juice WRLD with like 3% each or some crazy
I
shit
ain't
like
gonna lie
that.
to y'all, I
It was
would've did
basically his song. He
I
took
would've
all
did
the
it.
bread.
I'd have did it. I'd have took all the bread.
Nah, I can't.
I would have took all the bread. I'm sorry.
And that record made like $40 million.
You know why I would have took all the bread, right?
Wow.
Because by the time it got to Sting, who I don't even think listen to rap music, by the time it got to Sting, that shit was popping.
It was hot.
And y'all
At the
still
same
ain't
time,
That shit was like number
Sting.
one for like 14 weeks.
But he even said it. He said it wasn't on Juice WRLD. It was on the nigga who, the producer. That's who.
So niggas trying to
Yeah,
blame the
Nick
black
Mirror.
man, Lil Bibby.
Sting
Nah,
said
but
that.
I don't-
No, the producer, whoever made the beat.
Oh.
It's on
Yeah,
that nigga.
Nick Mirror.
Yeah, he was
but-
like,
Nick
yo,
Mirror
you
made
the,
that?
Nick
yeah,
Mirror
'cause he
made
didn't
that
sample
from
him.
Internet Money and shit.
Yeah,
Nick
But my
Mirror
thing
raw.
is like, I will say this: I don't think it's the producer's job to clear samples. You
Nah,
feel me?
hell
I
no.
don't think that.
Especially if the artists know what the sample is.
like I feel like our job is to create, and
But I
then we
don't
give it
think
to the
Juice WRLD.
artist. And when the
he
artist gets the record, you decide to jump on this. You knew it was a sample, and you know that you got to clear that. Now I might know that as a producer, I might have to give up some points because
Yeah.
I'm using somebody else's shit. But like, it's not my job to clear the sample because you're the one that got to push the record. You're the one that got to put the, like, it's not unless you my artist and you signing me, then that's my obligation. If I'm just working with you and I'm producing the record with you, whatever you do with that song, that's on you. You feel me? So Nick Mirror can't be held responsible for Juice WRLD and his team doing that. Bibby was the one that should have handled all that
Bibby,
shit.
yeah.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
because they said they didn't sample him, but they did. What the dude did was he heard it and recreated it.
Yeah.
And
So,
bro was like, nah, nigga, like that's still.
bugging. Give me
like,
that.
Nah, yeah. So
need all
that's
that.
like the shit that happened with Robin Thicke
And Pharrell. I was telling
You
you
feel
about
me?
that
With
shit.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah,
But this is the thing, what people don't understand. So for producers, I'm giving y'all game right now, right? There's something called likeness. So like, there's two different type of lawsuits. You could sue somebody for likeness, right? So like, your shit don't have to be a sample. If you play something that sounds close to my shit, I could sue you for likeness. That means that like what I
That's what
created,
they got sued for. So
especially if it's in the same key. If I play something in A minor and you play the same shit in A minor, it's just you didn't even change it up.
you
You
didn't
didn't
change
switch
it.
nothing. You
Damn.
feel me? It sounds exactly like my shit. I could sue you for likeness because my shit inspired yours. You feel me?
Somebody from Jersey won like 1.3 mil with P&B Rock and YF and Lucci. Rackboy Ken.
Rackboy Ken?
Yeah, he won like 1.3 mil.
No way.
Yeah, he got
ain't
a
know that?
song called They Got Every Day We Lit.
Yeah.
And he got the joint called You Know We Be Lit or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he won that shit.
Yeah, them niggas,
He really won that shit?
Yeah,
I
they
know
ain't
Kim. I
come
didn't
to
know
court.
Kim won
Nah,
that.
they ain't
He
go to
won.
court.
They
They
ain't
never
come to court.
showed up.
So he won.
Damn, man, they had to pay.
They just never came.
So they had to pay up.
Yeah, they gave him the money. They just never came.
Sheesh.
Damn.
Shit, I told you with Schoolboy Q, my favorite song from him is "Bless."
Yeah.
And when I went to his concert and he performed it, but you can't find that shit nowhere.
Damn.
I Googled it to see where it was at. Yo, he tweeted about that shit like 8 years ago. He said, yo, them niggas wanted $30 million to clear the sample. And he said, nigga, the song not even platinum. He said, so I just took the shit down. He said, but I found out it's one of my most popular records, but it's not even platinum. So
better put
how I'm
that
going to
shit
give
on
you 30 mil
SoundCloud.
if the song ain't make 30 mil? No, he said he got rid of it. Fuck them.
Damn.
Like, they don't
that's-
even get the love for
I
it.
mean, I think Kanye did some shit like that happened to Kanye. He sampled a record that never got put out. It was by it's that band from London, Radiohead. That's the name of the band, Radiohead.
never guessed
They
that.
wanted $1 million, bro, for the sample. They're known as, first of all, you can't sample them. They don't let hip hop artists sample them.
Oh,
So
shit.
you can't even sample them. They'll never clear it. There's not any amount of money. But Kanye really tried to I heard he linked with the niggas and everything. Like, you know how
Word.
Kanye is, bro.
Yeah,
He like try to
Kanye
have
be
the
all
sit
over,
down.
yeah.
Like, yo, I need this, da-da-da. Like, they were still like, you know what? We'll give it you $1 million. And Kanye was like, yeah, I ain't paying you that.
He had it, though.
This was like earlier in his
Oh,
career.
early in his career,
This
alright.
was earlier in his
I got a
career.
crazy story about
That's like
Kanye.
graduation days, like during the graduation album days,
I ain't know him back
06,
then.
07.
Damn, $1 million?
$1 million. And then after that, they said like they put out a whole thing like don't sample us. You feel
Damn.
me? Like you good. We're not even gonna clear it. Ain't no
Shout
money
out to
to
my
clear it.
nigga Kanye
They don't
West.
want to be sampled.
Damn. I got a crazy story about Kanye. I think he the 5th greatest rapper ever.
Yo, fuck you and your Kanye tape.
You think he's the fifth?
Greatest rapper
No,
ever.
let me tell you the first half of the story and then he can take over. It's fuck this nigga, right? Because he love J. Cole and shit. So one day I asked this nigga, I said, yo, you listen to Ye? He was like, nah, I don't fuck with Kanye.
Nah, I said that nigga ass. That's what I said.
I'm trying to be
wild.
modest.
That's
Hold on.
wow. You really believe that?
Yeah, I did.
wait,
but
hold
now
on.
I don't. I
Nah,
don't
hold
no
on.
more.
Hold on. Why you thought Kanye was ass?
I
That's
just
crazy.
was never into him.
God.
Like when he was out with the college and the bill on the cover and shit, I was like, I don't fuck with this shit. I don't even like it all falls down and shit.
Nah, let me tell you what exactly
But-
what he
You
said.
don't like
This
that
nigga-
record?
I
That's
like it,
all he
but
like.
I'm
That's all he
I'm a
like.
Locks fan. Like Styles P, my favorite rapper. Like ever.
Okay.
So when they was dropping this shit, I didn't listen to Kanye West at all until I got older, until I got into music. I started rapping this shit. So I knew who Kanye West was.
Yeah.
But I didn't know why everybody loved that nigga. That documentary came out. I'm like,
that's when
damn.
That should change your whole perspective on it, right?
The nigga, no, people how the nigga called me. He said, yeah, yo. I know you listen to Kanye. I ain't talking about this, but look, you know what I mean? I'm a new Kanye. You know, I'm watching the documentary like.
That shit inspires the fuck out of you, yo.
Nah, because that's what I told him. Because he was like, yo, he loved J. Cole.
Nah, J. Cole, my man.
And when J. Cole dissed him, I'm like, yo, you ain't understand why J. Cole was so mad at this nigga? He like, nah. I listen to Kanye and be like, I don't want to hear this shit. Then he watched the documentary. This nigga said, yo, I'm on like episode 2. He like, yo. I'm like, damn, I feel like a dumbass not having this nigga in my top joint. I said, yes, nigga, he's what, like J. Cole and them love this nigga. And then he was like, yeah. So then he started bumping the nigga albums. He like, yeah, this shit was hard. I said, but it was ass when you first said it. He said, but I wasn't thinking.
I ain't gonna lie though. My all-time favorite song from him, only because I like the beat, I ain't even care about the words, even though it was hard, was Champion. That shit hard.
Champion is hard.
Yeah, that was my shit.
I ain't gonna hold you though. So I will say this. And this is a fact. I know this for sure. Musically, in hip hop, Kanye is top 3, like greatest musically. I'm not talking about lyrically. Yeah, musically. I'm talking about musically when it comes to music, the way the lyricism with the music, the transitioning. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole musical
he in my
aspect.
Top 5 now all the time.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and there's a lot of artists that's super fire, right? Like you mentioned, Styles P. Which, you know, Jada is my brother. Like, that's, you know, me and Jada like this. I'm like, you know, like, that's my heart, nigga. Like, you hear me, like, Cito? Yeah, that's my little bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my man. So I have a lot of respect for them. But, right, there's a lot of legendary rappers that don't have no great bodies of work.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Kanye, they have good songs. Look, they have good songs.
Yeah, my bad.
Kanye has like classic albums. Like I'm talking about from beginning to end is fire. Yeah. To do that is so. I'm sorry. Nas is one of the greatest rappers to all time. But after Illmatic, his albums was ass, bro. As a whole,
shit.
It was ass.
Drop the horn. No, let me hear something. Go ahead. Because who the GOAT? Who the GOAT?
I ain't even. Nas.
Say it one more time.
Nas is the GOAT.
Go ahead.
Nas ain't good at putting out albums, bro.
You know my
he's a great lyricist.
That's my man.
When it comes to putting albums together after Illmatic, there's no great body. There's great songs, but I'm talking about putting an album together. Kanye was elite at doing that shit. Graduation, classic from beginning. My Dark Twisted Fantasy, classic from beginning to end. 808s and Heartbreak, classic. To beginning to end, I'm talking about storytelling, musically, the transitioning from one song to another. Yeah. It's like he knows how to put together an album. A lot of niggas know how to rap. They don't know how to create albums. Yeah. You feel me? Jay's another one, bro. Jay get me tight. Jay get me tight.
Yo, let him go. Let him go.
Jay might have. Hold on. Jay might have. Jay might have 3. I might give him 4. You might give him 4 albums.
Hold on. Before you name these 3, you got to explain this. Name these 3 albums that he only got.
All right. Reasonable Doubt.
All right, that's cool.
Blueprint.
Okay.
Black Album's my favorite J album ever. All right. And I'm probably going to say it's going to be between, you know what? It might be Blueprint too. I might like Blueprint too.
That's my favorite whole album.
Blueprint 2 might be up there for me. Number 1 for me is Reasonable Doubt for sure. Black Album's 2. I had to pick 3. Yeah, it's gonna be Blueprint 2. Yeah.
So you don't like In My Lifetime?
I don't.
What's your criteria on the body of work?
I don't.
That's what I need to
like.
hear.
Okay, so when you think that album, you think that's a classic album or it has classic songs on it?
Which album?
In My Lifetime.
In My Lifetime.
Oh, one through I think 22 songs on it. Yeah, all them shits is fire.
So you think it's a great body of work, like as a whole, or you think it has great songs on it?
No, I think it's a whole. Like I think the whole joint, 1 through the storytelling.
So you would put it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite joints from Jay-Z. Yeah.
Okay, so you put it at the top.
Imaginary Players is my favorite Jay-Z song ever.
That record is insane.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought you was about to say.
Nah. That record's insane.
Yeah, Imaginary Players is my favorite Jay-Z song.
This is what I'm saying though, right? When I say ass, I don't mean that it's bad songs. What I'm saying is like you could have Like you could show me 10 of your songs, and I'd be like, yo, these shits is all hard.
Right.
And then you put them all on one album, and I'm like, they're great individually, but as a team,
I get you.
It's not great. You feel me? I felt like a lot of rappers can't, especially the new rappers, like. A lot of this new shit, they'll have great songs for singles, but when they put songs together on a project, that should be ass. I'm like, yo,
it's just like
can't listen to this shit. Just sound like a playlist.
Listen to this one. Listen to that one. Yeah, it's just like that.
It's like a playlist. There's no storyline. You feel me? It's not like songs don't go from one. I think for me,
I like the way he broke that down.
Yeah, I feel like for me, a great album is when you could put it in and then you just like you could let the whole shit rock. There's no skips.
I'll give you 2 albums you should listen to. I don't know if you heard them already. Mm-hmm. Simba, his joint that came out, he got DJ Drama.
I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I'm a fan of Simba, so I have to hear that.
That was my
OD.
album of the year last year.
Yeah,
and Westside Boogie.
Westside Boogie shit was amazing.
All right, so
Westside Boogie shit was amazing.
So crazy story, right? I worked with Westside, so a good friend of mine manages him. I know Westside Boogie before he blew up.
Word?
Yeah, so I actually I was in LA. I flew to LA to go work. I think I was working on Kyle. You know Super Duper Kyle?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's my homie. So I was out there working with Kyle, and my man calls me. He's like, "Yo, I want to plug you with Westside Boogie." I'm like, "Oh, who's that?" He's like, "Oh, this new artist we just signed." Shout out my nigga Tim. He's an A&R up at Interscope.
Right.
That's where Boogie's at. And I remember pulling up to his crib. He just had bought this crib, and I always have respect for Westside Boogie because when I pulled up, first of all, I don't know if people know this about him, but he's a full-time father.
Oh, word.
Like to his son. You feel me? The mom ain't really around, you feel me? Like he's a full-time, like he's raising his son on his own.
Damn, that's fine.
So it was mad respectful at the time. His son must have been like 2 years old. We literally working on music. He rapping literally in the booth, like holding his son. Like he's carrying him, like working on the album. Like his son right there on his hip the whole time. And I was like, I fuck with this dude.
Yeah,
I fuck with this nigga. He good peoples, you feel me? And super talented, bro. OD. We worked on a couple records. They never dropped. And then I lost contact with him. You know, life just took us different directions, you feel me? I started working on other shit, but I am a big fan of it. And it's crazy to see how his sound has developed over time, so I definitely got to listen to that project.
But yeah, those two, Simba and Westside Boogie, you should listen to those because they giving that story. Like, Simba shit start to ending. Album of the year last year.
Fire.
It was neck and neck between him and Westside Boogie.
Yeah, I got to listen to that. Yo, you know what? We from Jersey City, so I got a question for y'all. What's your take on Albie? Albie out.
Yeah, ask the other Jersey City nigga first.
I ain't never got asked this question, but I gotta tell him.
Yes, you have. I asked you this shit because he like God to y'all niggas.
I am an old Albie out fan.
Here we go.
I don't like. I'm not gonna say I don't like it, my boy. I want you to come up here so we can have this conversation. I like the Gladiator. I'm a fan of.
You say that shit.
I am a fan of Real Gun Talk. I'm a fan of. I like all the freestyle Albies, like all that shit. Like if I could start from scratch, I wouldn't change shit. Hate a nigga now, nigga hate. I like that shit.
Realest in the Room is fire.
I like Realest in the Room, but that's new to me. I don't like that. I don't like when he came home the first time.
Okay.
And I don't like when he came home the second time. But I don't like that music. Like I like the music where he really rapping. He give me that feeling like.
So you feel like the newest stuff don't give you that feeling?
Yeah, like even when it hurts, like when I seen people going crazy for it, I'm happy because
I love that record.
Listen to me. I'm happy because he from Jersey and I know if he get on, he gonna put Jersey to the max. I'm from Jersey City, like he gonna say that
Facts.
all the time. But when people was like, when it hurt, I'm like, did y'all hear Love Hurts? Did y'all hear Now I Want You Back? Like that's the type of shit I like when he make the love songs type shit. So.
Damn, you talking about now with Jackson?
Jackson? Yeah, like that's the
shout
shit
out my
I
brother
like,
D
son.
Jackson.
Shout out D Jack. You need to come up here too.
Yo, D Jack. Yo, that's really my brother. Like for real. Like
nah, D Jack is the man.
I'm in the position I am right now, because my partner that plays a big part in all of the accolades I have, and I met him through D Jack, working with D Jack.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, D Jack introduced me to him, and then we've been working. It's been 13 years now, man. Like,
for you people that don't know Mr. Give Me Your Touch, that is D Jackson.
Give me your touch.
You feel your love is my shield.
My girl not from here. She from Florida, but and I introduced her to Jackson, and I was telling her like, babe, like back in the day,
you could go on YouTube.
He had Jersey City
on Smash. There was no other artist that could do it like Jackson.
He
I ain't
was
gonna lie.
on fire,
he
babe.
Had the Joe Button feature. I ain't like that song.
I like that you kept it 100 though.
I did not like that song.
Keep it 100.
But Give Me a Touch. When he did the LL Cool J joint over.
Yep.
When
he was fire, bro. He was fire.
Jackson
had a wave,
crazy.
man. He had a wave.
And you can go on YouTube and he out there with that big ass shirt on and that hat that's like 5'8".
Yeah.
You can go check that shit out. He had the park. He had Baby Ruckus down there.
Word.
You can go check that out. It's on YouTube. Mr. Give Me a Touch.
Look, I got a question for you now.
Tell me.
It's still a Jersey City question.
Okay.
But him and my other boy argue all fucking day. Musically, not anything else. Joe Button or Albie?
Albie fucking Al.
I ain't asked you, nigga. I know your answer.
Joe ain't fucking with Albie.
And if he's saying Albie, you know the other nigga picked Joe.
Joe ain't
I'm gonna say Albie Al. Yeah.
All right. What is your reason behind saying it?
I'll be real. You could feel it in his music. You feel me? And respectfully, I just feel like I never really connected with Joe's music. You feel me? That shit never really it really did nothing for me. Like when I was in high school, I remember everybody used to like fuck with him heavy. Like when he was doing the independent shit, he'd go out of Best Buy and like sign the copies of the albums and from Jersey City, blah blah. And I'm like, that's cool. And I would listen to it. All my boys would be super hyped. They was big Joe fans, but that shit just never did nothing for me.
He could rap though.
He definitely could rap,
but it's not.
Joe
was never for me. Like I ain't gonna lie, the last Joe Button song I heard was fucking Never Broke Again.
I about to say it better be NBA.
Damn,
that's the last time I heard.
That
him
was
rap.
a long time ago.
I heard the
who was on that? That was French was on that, right?
Yeah,
and
Wiz Khalifa.
And Wiz, yeah.
I heard the freestyle on
that shit was alright though.
Yeah, and he had some other joint with Wale. Damn, I forgot what it's called. That shit was hard.
I only like Depressed and His Feelings, Joe Button.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the shit I like listening to.
But
wait, hold on, I gotta tell him my take on Albie.
All right, no, I was about to say before you say that. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
That's my take on Albie.
But
Yeah,
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm not from the people.
He ain't from the city, so
I know who he is, but I'm not super tapped into Albie. So when I listened to him, I went home. I asked my brother. I'm like, yo, you know who Albie is? He said, yeah, nigga. He played it for me. I said, oh, all right. He all right. He ain't ass. I never called him ass.
All right. What did he play for you? Do you remember the song?
Man, he was playing mad shit, nigga.
Was it new though?
I ain't gonna hold you that shit he just did with Millie's.
He wasn't.
And Leaf.
I'm glad you brought that up.
That record is hard as hell.
Let me tell you, I was talking to him about it. I said, I'm mad as hell.
I'm not gonna hold you. You don't like Albie's verse on there?
Yeah, he think Albie got washed.
What?
He think Albie got washed,
bro. I was like, damn, son.
Yo,
and me
I
being
actually
from Jersey,
fucked
I'm like,
with his verse on there. I thought he smoked that shit.
He did good, but for the other like Leaf Ward
he was
and
mad
Millie,
that them niggas did
I was
better.
just mad that I was like, I fuck with them niggas verses. And I'm like, damn, Al, you did your thing, but
you felt it could have been better.
More. Yeah, I need that. I need that. Welcome to Baghdad. I need that. If he
Okay.
rapping like that,
Like Maya's back?
no, I'm welcome to Baghdad. I need that.
Well, listen, shout out Albie out, man. He represented Jersey City.
For
Big
sure.
201 shit, man. Big Jersey. Y'all can see the shirt. Y'all see that hat. I'm a big representative of Jersey. You feel me?
For sure. And
I love
Albie
being
was
from
fire.
here. You feel me? Niggas, you go anywhere in the world. I've traveled a lot. Niggas like, oh, you from New York? Nah, nigga.
Jersey.
I'm from Jersey. They're like, where the fuck is that? You gonna know now because you know me.
They always
You know
think
me.
this shit
Feel
New
me?
York.
They always think
They always think this shit
Every
New York.
time, bro, I hate that shit, bro.
crazy
We
that they
not
think-
New York. We
they
don't
think
talk like them.
Jersey-
We don't even make music like them, bro.
Nah, not at all. It's
like
crazy
our music's way different.
that they think Jersey is New York, but they call it the 5 boroughs. So why we ain't got no borough then if we New York?
We do.
Word.
We gotta share the island.
Fuck it. They can have that shit.
We gotta share the island, nigga. We the,
You know
we
they
the
be
borough,
trying.
nigga.
You know they be trying to claim the Liberty State statues. You know the shit.
That shit belongs to New Jersey.
Word.
Nah,
That
you
shit
know them
belong to
niggas.
us.
You know them niggas got sued. It really is ours now.
Oh word.
Yeah, when they split it, that shit was stuck over here, and we sued them for it to keep it. So
What
now
you mean? What you mean? Hold on. Put me on.
when how it split down in the river,
Yeah.
we have that. New York wanted it because it was at first we wasn't split.
I never knew
When
that.
we got split, New Jersey sued New York. Like, yo, Ellis Island, that's our shit, bro. And they lost. Like, New York lost, and that was our shit.
You gotta think
mean,
about
it's
it.
the
Even
truth,
when the
though.
mailmen go to deliver on
It
Ellis
wasn't,
Island,
no, half of Ellis
gotta
Island
go
is
through-
theirs.
yeah.
Yeah, half of it is theirs. We sued them for the other half of it. Like, I want the other half of Ellis Island.
Oh shit!
And it was like, all right.
But
Shout
to
out
get on
Jersey.
Ellis Island, you gotta go through Jersey, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
But when
they ain't got no fucking bricks from New York. That's
That-
Ellis Island. Them
nigga,
niggas gotta
that's
get
how
on the
we- that's how
ferry.
we
Shit.
went.
Like,
Yeah,
you gotta get on the
boat.
ferry. Like, that's
Yeah,
our shit.
Ellis Island is split directly down the middle, and we sued them niggas for the other half of it.
Damn. Big Jersey.
And the
man.
Statue of Liberty belonged to us too. That shit was gifted to New Jersey, not
Facts.
to New York. It was
Hey,
gifted to
man.
New Jersey.
Facts.
We ain't
They
promoted.
got the-
New
They
York
be
promote that
trying to
shit.
put
got
the
the-
Statue of Liberty and all they shit. Like, that don't belong to y'all,
Y'all
bro.
Go put the
That don't
Empire-
belong to y'all,
Go
bro.
put the Empire State Building in y'all shit.
Yeah,
that's y'all
facts.
shit. That's
yeah.
y'all.
Or the Yankee
landmark.
Stadium
Yeah,
or
the
whatever. Y'all
Yankee
can keep
Stadium,
all of
yeah,
that
go to
shit.
the Bronx.
And while y'all at it, take the fucking Giants and take them back
I
over
swear
there,
to-
bro.
But do
Why
not
y'all
take
niggas
the
be
Jets.
playing here?
Don't take the Jets.
Oh, don't tell me you gangrene.
Yeah, me too.
Shit.
Oh no,
Me
I'm
too.
Big Blue. I'm Big Blue. I
You
fuck
get
with
a-
the Giants.
you get a
That's
pass.
my team. That's my
You
team.
get a pass.
They have
Big
shout,
Blue,
shout,
Big
First
Blue.
of all, shout out to both of them teams. They having a draft party tonight at the stadium. I don't know if y'all knew that. Y'all could go
I
on-
didn't.
Y'all could go on Ticketmasters and get y'all tickets for
I
free.
ain't got no reason
Oh,
to
that's
watch
fire.
the draft. I got everything I needed. I ain't got no reason to watch the draft. Aaron Rodgers my quarterback.
It's a party. Maybe
Jesus.
Aaron Rodgers will be there.
I'm good. I don't want to meet the nigga. I just want to watch him play football. Yo, if I meet a nigga that make my team lose, I'm gonna be hot, bro. I don't want to meet the
Nah,
nigga.
word,
I do not
word.
want to meet the nigga. Like, hey, come shake this nigga hand. Fuck that nigga. He fumbled, bro. I could be the biggest fan, but you the reason why we lost.
Nah, word.
Where?
I mean, so nah, I'm good. I don't want to meet them niggas.
But I need to segue. I need to go back to the beginning. I want to know where Cito came from. Like
Where?
What? Like you said, no music is sparking right now. What was that spark that even put you in this?
That's what I was saying. So Nelly Nell,
Right.
he's basically like family. He grew up with my cousins and shit. So he's basically like, I call him my cousin. You feel me?
Right.
We family. But like young on, when I started wanting to make music and shit, I would come around when he was doing the tapes.
Okay.
And he had the MPC and the Triton, and he's kind of one of the first people that like kind of taught me how to like work on the shit. So like that's kind of where the love came from. But like I've been in love with music since I was a kid. I grew up in church.
All right.
Like I'm a PK, so my parents were pastors and shit. You feel me? So I grew up there. So I play the drums. You know, I play a little bit of bass guitar. I play the piano. So you know, I actually played instruments.
Word.
You feel me? Before I started producing, and then I started on this video game on PlayStation 1. It was called MTV Generator. It's actually a video
I
game.
think I'm too young for that one.
Yo, it was a video game made by Funk Flex.
Word?
Yeah, and it was a video game. You could make beats on this shit on the PS1. So my cousin used to have it. My older cousin, shout out to who else? Cito. You know, he still be making beats and shit. But he put me and my other cousin K Skills on. Do you know K Skills? He from the
Sound
Hill. He
familiar.
used to have a studio on Stegman.
Sound familiar.
He did a lot of music with Lil Dev. Used to record
Sound
with him
familiar.
heavy.
Probably
Yeah,
got
he
seen-
hasn't
I
been
got seen
making.
by face.
We're about the same age and shit. But yeah, my family grew up. We grew up on the corner of Stegman and Garfield.
Okay.
Like that house right there. My uncle used to own that crib, so like we all grew up on that block. That's why I live on now, but I'm still in the hood. But like, yeah, so like, you know, just fucking with my cousins and shit. Like I started doing that, but I feel like I'm the only one that really pursued it. You feel me? Like
Word.
and took it there. So
Do they ever try to be like, yo, bring me in the studio with you, yo, let's make beats together? They ever do it? Like they ever reach out to you,
My
like your cousins and shit?
Yeah.
Word.
If they reach out, I'd be like, yeah, let's work. You feel me? Let's
Word.
get some shit
Word,
in.
That's fire.
But yeah, that's where it started, you feel me? And then, you know, because I grew up, my parents were super religious, you feel me? So I had to learn all the music shit in the streets, you feel me?
Okay.
Like I
Makes sense.
couldn't listen to that shit in the house.
Nah,
It's
that
like, you
makes
know, it's
sense.
like
I
I grew up
feel
in a Christian household. It was like,
Yeah.
no, we only listen to gospel and you know what I'm saying and shit.
Yeah,
And
so you had to plug your shit up to the headphones,
yeah,
basically. And you could only
exactly.
listen
I had to
it
have the
yourself.
blank CDs, couldn't have the
Yeah.
name on it, so they know what I was
Word.
listening to.
Word.
Yeah, it was one of those. And you know, and I started educating myself. First album I ever bought was Word of Mouth by Ludacris.
It's my shit.
Yeah, that's the one that had the "Get out my business, my bed." Dun, 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 dun.
Look, see,
Yo,
I played that one day.
Luda
man.
is hard as
Hey,
hell.
wait, hold
Nah,
on.
he hard.
The beat you just did. One day, man, this nigga was on our way to an interview, and I threw that shit on. I said, yo, you hear this fucking beat? He like, yeah, it's only that good because Luda on it. I was like, nah, son, the beat is fire. Yeah, roll out.
First of all, that's Timbaland.
Oh, shit.
I told him that. I
That's a
said,
Timbo
this
beat.
Timbaland beat.
That's a Timbo beat.
I like Timbo.
Timbo is hard. Timbo
he
changed the
understand.
game. You feel me?
Yeah,
He's one of the pioneers of where hip hop went to. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like my favorite producers ever, bro, like hands down, is the Neptunes. I'm a Pharrell fan to the death of me. Like
y'all would get it pretty long.
From production.
You heard who he said?
Yeah, from production down to the way I dress to the like everything, bro. Like I'm super Pharrell inspired. Like that nigga inspired my entire life, bro. I remember I left Jersey City for like a little while and I moved down to Naples, Florida. And when I moved down there, you know, there wasn't shit to do, so I used to just watch 106 in Park all the time, 106 in Park. This is when it was AJ and Free.
Yeah, that's shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
during this time. And I remember the clips coming on. First time I ever seen this shit on TV, Grinding.
Knew it.
That shit came on, and
I knew it.
Yo, that shit came on, and only thing I remember, I don't even remember them. I just remember seeing this dude with a trucker hat on. Nobody was dressing like this at the time.
Word.
He had the skater look,
Word.
and I remember him going like this with his cheeks, and it was like doo 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 doo. And I was like, who's that dude? Like I don't even want to know the rappers.
And you ain't even know he produced that.
I didn't know nothing. I'm still trying to learn the game. So I remember sitting there. I'm young. I had to be like 11 years old. And I'm like, who's him? Like who is he? And I remember in the beginning of the record, he's like. Then I would watch the video all the time, and then I would always hear him say like, you know, like the Neptunes, and he'd be like, you're now listening to, you know what I'm saying, like the clips or whatever. And I'd be like, who is this dude? Like, and what does he do? Why he all over the video? You feel me?
You had a chance to meet him, right?
Yeah, I did.
Did you tell him about that moment?
I told him all of that shit, bro.
How did he react?
He was one of the dopest people I ever met, bro. He's super humble. One of the most humble people you ever meet, bro. He's super cool. Crazy story. I pulled up to his crib.
Damn.
You know who actually plugged that for me? Jada.
Damn. That's fine.
Jada plugged that up for me, man. So like, yeah. So I remember just like being super inspired by Pharrell. He's probably the one that I saw that I was like, yeah, I want to be that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I want to be that. Like, he was definitely the one. Like, I was inspired by my cousins when it came to the producing and shit. But when I saw him, I was like, I want to live that lifestyle. I want to be like that. Like, I remember I started wearing skinny jeans. I would get cracked on. Everybody was still I'm talking about this is like 06, 07. Niggas was still wearing baggy clothes.
Nah, fact.
I'm in here looking like a skater buying Nike SBs.
06, 07, you know what I was wearing? I wore it last episode.
Oh my God. Yeah, this nigga came in here in no Mavi suit.
Mavi suit on.
Yeah, you feel me? I never had that phase.
Hold on. She knew you came out the house like that?
Yes.
Why you let her come out the house with that shit on, Yo, this the crazy part too. I'm on the phone with this nigga, the guest outside, but I had left the power cable. So I'm like, yo, the guest outside, you can get him. I'm riding up. He crossing the street. I don't even know it's this nigga. I think it's a fiend. I'm like, yo.
Hey, yo.
Had that shit on.
Mind you, I'm on the phone with this nigga. I'm like, hey, yo, where you at? He said, I'm in the street, nigga. I'm like,
you seen it. Exactly. That's what I was wearing around 06, 07.
I ain't gonna hold you though. Mavi jeans was hard though.
Exactly.
Them shit's fire. Them shit's are fire. You just gotta know how to wear them right.
When you talk Pharrell, remember when you was like, yo, Kanye is top 3 musically?
Yes.
Pharrell number 1.
Pharrell's number 1.
I think Pharrell is the complete GOAT.
There's no Kanye without Pharrell.
I think Pharrell is the GOAT.
This, you know, it's crazy. This is there's not. I don't even think you could find it because I tried to find it one time. There was an interview of Kanye talking about how Pharrell inspired him, even down to you know, Pharrell's kind of Kanye is kind of the creator of the backpack rap shit, right? Mm-hmm. But that came from Pharrell.
Yeah.
And you know where that happened? He said, I would always be in the studio with Jay. And during this time, the Neptunes was doing a lot of Jay shit. Remember, they was doing a lot of the Jay's albums. So Jay-Z would be with Pharrell all the time. Yeah. Kanye would come in the room. And at the time, you know, they was hotter than Kanye. Kanye was still up and coming. So he'd be in the room and he'd be like, he'd see how Pharrell would dress and all of the shit. And he was inspired. He was like, damn, I want to dress like this that, nigga. Like, he's fire, you feel me? That's when he started wearing the Louis Vuitton bags, you know what I'm saying, with the polo shirts. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because Pharrell was dressing like that when everybody in hip-hop looked gangster. Pharrell came in the room looking like a skater boy, nerdy looking.
He was really looking cool.
Yeah.
But,
like,
you know,
at the time, it was like nerdy, you feel me? It was like, but he was onto something, you feel me? Different. He was like, he always been like a trendsetter. Yeah. And I always tell people, like, you can't listen to music now and like Pharrell without knowing who Pharrell is, because Pharrell inspired Kanye, that inspired Kid Cudi, that inspired, you know what I'm saying? Like, even down to Tyler, the Creator. Like, he says, like, all of inspiration comes from Pharrell. You feel me? Like, super inspired by Pharrell. And let's be honest, Pharrell and Chad, the Neptunes, you know, still to this day, they're the only producers to have the top 3 records on the Billboard charts. And all of them was produced by them.
Damn.
Back in 01. No, 02.
Nah, I'm gonna fuck your head up. I told him this shit. They was talking about verses and all that shit. Mm-hmm. I said, yo, Pharrell literally, when it comes to legendary artists, even artists, period, Pharrell literally has a number 1 for almost everybody he's produced for.
Damn.
He has produced the #1 for all of them.
Facts.
From Snoop to Nori to Jay to Beyonce.
Everybody.
Uzi Vert, him and Tyler, all them niggas have a 1.
Damn.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think one of Uzi's best records is the shit with him for real, right?
Neon Guts?
Neon Guts.
Yeah.
That shit is insane. They
I'm
killed
mad I
that
knew
shit.
that off the top of my head.
Why?
Like, I don't even listen to Uzi like that. And that shit
But
just
that's how
popped
you
in my
know
head.
that. That's how you
Yeah.
know that he hard. You
Yeah.
feel me? That shit is crazy. But yeah, man, Pharrell's probably my biggest inspiration.
Word.
Yo, I still think that's mad crazy though. Let me bring it back. That nigga he's the only producer to have the top 3. Like you look at the Billboard charts, #1, #2, #3 in all genres.
By him. Damn.
I remember seeing it. #1 at the time was "I'm a Slave" by Britney Spears. That was
shit.
#1.
God.
That's my
right?
shit.
So he had
That's my shit.
So
You
he
know
had
that.
so he had the #1 record. Look, he had the #1 record in the pop charts.
Yeah.
Then in the hip hop charts, same time, the #1 record in the hip hop charts was Nelly Hot in Here, Pharrell, the Neptunes. And then #3 was R&B charts, Khalees with Milkshake.
Damn.
Nigga, all at the same
them shits
time.
was
3
bangers.
of the hottest
Word.
records.
Them shits was bangers.
You
More
look
than
at the
bangers.
charts, 3 hottest songs in the world, all the Neptunes. Them niggas was smoking everybody, bro.
And he just went #1 last year.
Crazy.
He did SZA hit different. That's him.
Yeah.
So he even went #1 last year. Nigga go #1
And let me
every
tell you,
time.
you
He
heard
got
the-
enough
you heard the
success
shit
to
that
give
he
to
did?
everybody in the world.
and we didn't
Word.
even bring up his rock and roll music.
Did you hear facts?
Because he came in as a rock
When
and
he
roll
did
artist.
the NERD
That's
shit,
how I
is
became a Pharrell fan,
crazy,
from there.
crazy. Did you know that he did you hear the record he did for Brent Faiyaz with Drake?
He did that?
Yeah,
Word.
bro.
I didn't know he produced. I heard it, but I didn't know he produced that. Word.
What was the name of that record? Waste Your Time or something?
Yeah, Waste Your Time.
Waste
Yeah,
Your Time
yeah,
with
yeah.
me.
That was
hard.
That was a big record.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that shit was
it
fire.
wasn't like super big.
It was
but
a great produced record,
Yeah,
yo.
Yeah.
Brent is hard too, man.
I had a question about Pharrell. All right. He really looked that young?
Yeah, man.
Like in person?
Yeah.
When I seen him, I seen him as Nerd though when they did the Ruckus shit, and he
word.
still looked like. Well,
In
now he
09?
yeah, I seen him at the Ruckus shit.
I was there.
My older brother took me there.
That's crazy. I was there.
yeah.
Yeah. So at the time I had went to Virginia, and
He
I
ain't tell me because
linked
I was
them.
a fan, so he ain't tell me. And then when we got there, I'm like, what the fuck is this? There was some other niggas on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Then I looked, I'm like, oh shit, that's Nerd. And then he was like, yeah, happy birthday,
weird.
nigga. And that's how I watched him.
That's
Damn,
fire.
that's crazy.
That's 09, bro. I was there. I remember when they came to Rutgers. I went to that.
Damn.
So I went to Virginia a couple months prior to that to work with this A&R that had found me on MySpace at the time. Crazy. That's how old that shit is.
Word.
And he flew me down to Virginia, and I ended up linking this dude that was super cool with Pharrell and them, and he brought me around, and I went to Pharrell's restaurant to eat and shit, and I met fucking Pusha T there. It was hard. So I connected with them, and then when they came to Jersey, the manager at the time, Pharrell's the NERD manager had hit me and was like, "Yo, we gonna be at Rutgers, like pull up."
fire.
And I got to go on the
That's
tour
fire.
bus and all of that
Word?
shit. Yeah, shit was hard,
That's
bro.
fire.
Shit was fire. Like,
Man, the closest I got to meeting people who I look up to was Joey Badass. That's
Yeah?
my man's though. Yeah, I met that nigga at the home there before he was like global and shit. They was in the crowd and shit.
you know, real shit. I've tried to give his music like a chance, but he's one of those artists that I feel is super talented. I just can't like connect with him.
You don't like Devastated?
Nah, I just like he. I just like personally, he don't
feel you.
do nothing to my soul. He don't
feel
like
you.
his music don't move me. I can always tell people like I'll be like, yo, artists could be dope to me, and I'll be like, yo, they musically talented.
Yeah.
You can't deny talent. Like
Facts.
you see somebody hard, right? But not every artist you resonate with. You see how you can listen to Albie and you're like, he's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
but you
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't
But it's
resonate
like,
with him.
nah,
You feel
nah,
me?
nah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
makes
like that
sense.
feeling. Like, and I feel like, there's a lot of artists I feel is super talented. I just can't. They just, their music just don't be moving me. It just don't do nothing for me. I just be
Nah,
like, it's
I feel
cool.
that.
I'm like, that's dope.
I
I'm
feel
like,
that.
but I can't feel it. I want to feel that shit, like.
I got a question about you brought up the Bronx drill, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about Chicago drill?
I think that shit dead.
Like all that shit?
Yeah, I think that shit's dead. I don't even think that shit. Who's still doing that shit?
G Herbo.
Who?
G Herbo. I just want to know how you feel about G Herbo. That's why I brought it up.
Then why you ain't just say how you feel about G
That nigga and Blueface are the best rappers on rapping off beat.
Wait, say that one more time. Say that one more time. Now I'm gonna hit that. Say, yo, this nigga argue with me that Herb ain't never off beat.
That's
bro.
cat,
no
bro.
way,
That
son.
nigga raps off beat, bro.
Nah, you like the third guest that came up here and said
raps
But
off
I'm the
beat.
first nigga.
Yeah,
yo,
But this is the thing though, right? It sound good.
That nigga
That's the
hard.
craziest shit to me.
Nah, but he don't hear it.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah, I don't hear it. I don't think he
Nah,
rap off
he
beat at
off
all.
beat, but it's like that shit still be making sense. And I be sitting there, I be trying to understand what it is. I'm like, what the fuck? How are you off beat and it shit still sound good?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That shit don't make no sense to me.
I will argue anybody down. I do not think he rap off beat.
So we was playing songs.
I mean, well, I deal with tempo every day. I make beats. I can tell somebody off beat.
We was playing this nigga records where he's blatantly off beat. This nigga said, "Nah, I don't hear it." I said, "Go put
your thing." Blueface be off beat?
I don't listen to Blueface, but the
have you ever heard any of the songs?
Yeah, he was off beat.
Yeah, like he
that shit he off beat.
Yeah,
that shit don't bother me. I like E40, so it don't bother me.
But nah,
E40 voice annoying as hell.
40 what?
That nigga
40
yo,
what?
it ain't E40 voice for me. It's the if E40 was a New York nigga, he'd be dated.
Like that nigga be sounding to me.
Yo, it's E40. Yo, I was listening to this
E40
nigga one day. I
rapper.
stopped the song to call this nigga. E40 said one of the assest fucking bars I ever heard. And then he gonna say that shit like, ooh, yeah, you heard what I said. I'm like, what was the laugh? Yo, I cannot. It's the album that they just put out. Him, Short, Snoop, and Ice Cube.
E40 the only...
E40
Damn, I know what you're talking
doing
about.
some of the assest rapping I ever heard.
I think the last big record he put out was that, yup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yup. Nope.
So let's get back to your producing. Give me your 5 favorite records.
I was just about to ask you that.
My 5 favorite records I produce?
Yeah.
Not number-wise, not... It don't even gotta be industry people.
Yeah,
it
just
could be
niggas like Play Me Five.
I think everything. I'm not even thinking industry. Damn. Man, that's hard.
All right, but then let me revamp the question for you. If a nigga walked in here, whoever it is, whether it's an artist you never worked with before, and was like, yo, give me one record production-wise from you that you think is your selling point. Like, you only can walk around and sell this shit to people. But you only can use one instrumental. Which one you using?
Damn, that's tough.
Cause that's I feel like that might be easier than picking a song. Cause it ain't no vocals on it. So you could be like, yo, take all that nigga vocals off. I'll ship that beat to anybody.
That beat's not even out. It's on my computer.
Ain't that some shit?
But if it had to be a record that's already out, I'd probably say Chuck Norris by Troy Ave.
I knew it. I fuck with the hoes and the gangsters.
Yeah.
I knew it. I was just saying that in my head.
Yeah, facts. That would be my selling.
shit, though.
That would be my.
I don't bump Troy Ave. So
I feel like that was one of
Troy
his
Ave
biggest
is
records.
you know the only record I like from Troy Ave.
It's
All about the money. That's my shit.
All about the motherfucking money.
That's the only song I like from that
that joint. The one I did, Chuck Norris, and he had one more song. Those are his 3 biggest songs. Crazy part, and actually, y'all getting the scoop.
You wanna love that girl? You talking about that?
Yeah. She in love with the game.
Yeah, she in love with the game.
Yeah, that joint, All About the Money, and Chuck Norris are his biggest songs.
Yeah.
But I'm about to tell you, I'm about to give y'all some shit right now that nobody know yet. I haven't even announced this shit. But I am suing Troy Ave.
Damn.
That's what I like to hear.
Hit that home.
Let's clap it up for suing. Let's clap it up for suing.
Word,
Troy Ave, that's your second lawsuit because Manolo Rose and them was on your ass.
Fucked up. I was about to give you some love on this podcast, but now you got my man suing you.
Yeah,
the fuck
bro.
did you
so, he...
know what the fuck he did. Bad business.
Yeah, terrible business. So, this is the craziest shit. So, the way that record happened was my boy DJ Fast Life. He was
He produced for Luke Got Cash, right?
No. That's the producer Fast Life.
Okay.
That
oh shit, it's 2 different people.
Yeah. Now DJ Fast Life, he's part of Shake the Block. He's with Bobby Trent.
Okay.
But he was DJing at a club uptown in New York, and Troy Ave was hosting it. So he kind of plugged me in. He's like, "Yo, my man."
After you tell the story, I'm gonna tell another story.
Yeah. So Troy Ave is there. So he goes up to Troy. They're talking and shit. And he's like, "Yo, my man makes beats. Like, give me your email so I could send you one of his packs." So he texts me. He's like, "Yo, I just met Troy Ave. Blah. Let's get some beats over there." And I'm like, I bet. Literally, as he's telling me this that night, I'm cooking that beat up in the studio.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, yo, actually, I just made some shit right now he might fuck with. And he's like, yeah, send it over with like a bunch of other beats. So I sent over like 5 joints. He ended up picking the one I made that night. So they cut the record. He sends it back to us. Shit hard. I'm like, oh, this is fire. He's like, he texts my man Fast, like, yeah, yo, tell your producer, like, this might be the single. Like, we think we got the single. The whole project is done. I remember we solidifying it. So we send over the paperwork to get the paperwork done. And the same day that I sent to get the paperwork done is when he got shot at Irving Plaza.
Oh, damn.
He went to, so I sent the paperwork earlier that day. I was actually supposed to go there to link him. So he had invited all of us, like, yo, pull up.
Yeah.
T.I.'s doing a show. I'm going to be there, right? So I ended up not going. My daughter had a fever that day, so I couldn't do anything, which is crazy. Because I would have been backstage doing that shit. You feel me? The whole shit goes on bye with the whole case. He ends up getting shot. You know, it's like that shit was like the biggest news in hip hop at the time. Yeah. So his manager,
Hovain.
Yeah, Hovain took advantage. Yeah, yo, R.I.P. bro. You know, like he took advantage of the situation. Was like, yo, we gonna drop the project right now because the media talking about you. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take advantage of the moment. Like even though it was a fucked up moment, but you know they wanted to capitalize on it. So they didn't end up dropping the project. They just dropped that one song. It happened to be Chuck Norris. Shit started going crazy. New York radio picked it up. Funk Flex, Camilo, everybody. Shit started booming. You know, and it's dope. Like, my name all over this shit. I'm like, all right, like it's giving me the clout, but the paperwork was never done. But at this time, he had got locked up, so he wasn't. You know, he was injured because he was shot, but he was inside. So when all that shit happened, it started up like a bunch of like inner beef. So Hovain ended up getting fired or some shit, and like him and Troy Ave weren't working anymore. So now I had to find other ways to get to Troy because I couldn't. You know, Hovain was like, yeah, I'm not working with him no more. So that shit happened, and then it just became like, then I started dealing with lawyers, and then that lawyer was like, yeah, I don't deal with him no more. He got another lawyer now, and his team kept switching around. So, bro, it's been years. It's been years. I haven't been able to get in contact with him. Then I had hit him through the DM one time on Instagram. I was like, yo, let's get the paperwork done. You feel me? I want to get this record going. And, you know, like, shit just never got done, bro. It was always something, you feel me? And I'm tired, bro. It's been like that record came out like almost 7 years ago, bro. And I haven't seen a dime for that record. And I feel like it's fucked up because it's like, you know, take care of your artists. Y'all got to take care of your producers, bro. Like, this is, you know.
Take care of that business.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do business right, especially when you out here winning and especially when it's a record so important and influential to your career. Yeah. Feel me? It was a big record. Like, people love that record from Troy. It was so big that the beat actually so I recently this just happened. The beat got put on the list as one of the like best freestyle beats in hip hop like history.
Oh shit!
So you know that was dope. And you know when you go online, you know everybody's rapped on that beat. That's just like a easy ass beat to just spit over. Anybody could put bars on that shit. So it's one of them freestyle joints. So that was dope. I'm like, bro, I gave you something that's like, you know, monumental and shit. I feel like, damn, bro, like take care of me. You feel me? I got kids to feed just like you, my brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to eat. I'm just trying to eat just like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I couldn't make shit happen. So me and my team got tired. We like, nah, man, we just gonna sue. Like, fuck it. You know, we try to be nice about it. So like, now we gonna take this shit to court. And you're gonna have to pay. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
So aside from the Troy Ave bullshit like that he did to you. Right.
Wait, hold on. You know when Troy Ave see this, he gonna say you's a fucking hater. Just want to put that out there. That's gonna be his response. I'm
just speaking my truth. You feel me? I ain't speak down on nobody. I just want what I'm owed. That's it.
Respectfully. But aside from that situation and what he did, I know you work with a bunch of other artists. Mm-hmm. How would it feel when you get them vocals back, bro? Because everybody wish, or every producer started, they be like, I want Drake on my beat. I want this person.
I'll be fire, gonna hold you. I get Drake on one of my joints. That's gonna be fire.
That's gonna be. You gonna get paid for Drake.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But
that's
like,
fire.
What's that feeling like? Like you in the studio, they like, yo, he just did the song. We about to send it back to you, and you play it. And you know the speakers bumping, beat crazy.
Nah, it's a great feeling, bro. That shit is an amazing feeling. I ain't gonna hold you.
Who gave you that first feeling?
First record I ever got back I was 19. Wayne. Yeah, I did a record for Wayne called Bitch I Do Me. It was a mixtape record. It was out No Ceilings. That was my first joint. I was 19.
I know the song.
Yeah, that was my first joint. It was a, you know, I didn't get paid for it. It was for exposure. It was just at the time it was just mixtape shit.
Yeah,
it wasn't selling. It just went on one of the tapes. But like, first of all, Wayne is my favorite rapper. He's number one on my list. Like overall, you can't even. I don't want to hear it. People be arguing with me. I'm like, listen, and not just alive, dead and alive. I think Wayne is the greatest rapper to ever live.
Because I don't debate.
Nah, but I be saying that people be thinking I'm crazy.
I debate you 225.
People be thinking I'm crazy because I said they're like, yo, you put him over Nas, nigga, Jay-Z, Biggie too. I'm like, yes, I do. Like
I put a lot of niggas.
That's just my preference. You
feel me? You ain't the wrong, man. I put a lot of niggas over Biggie now.
That's just my preference. Huh?
I put a lot of niggas over Biggie now. So you ain't wrong for having him in front of Biggie.
Is Biggie in your top 10?
Yeah, he's still in the 10, but he fell out the 5. Longevity got to matter sometime.
We go and name our 5
like
right now,
longevity, literally.
We could just name our 5 right now if y'all want to do that.
No, you just want to name your 5.
Let's name the 5.
Want to name your 5.
Let's name the 5.
My 5 is Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Styles P, and J. Cole.
When I first met him, Styles P was 1 though.
Yeah, Styles P was number 1. Styles P is really number 1, but when you doing it,
nigga, 2 months ago you was bumping some Hove and was like, damn.
Nah, it switched because like I said, I was telling him the other time, like the other day, I was listening to Jay-Z. I'm like, yeah, Jay number 1 now. It's over.
Nigga was bumping Hove
nah,
like,
Jay
fuck
number
it.
1. It's over. So then I'm like, nah, fuck that. Big got to be number 1. So I gotta go listen to some Big. I'm like, oh yeah, Big number 1 again. It always switch with them.
Nah,
Yeah,
you know why Big moved out my top 5, yo? Because sooner or later you gotta stop lying to yourself.
Nah, that's a fact.
like niggas love Tupac. I ain't got no beef with Tupac.
Yeah, never.
But sooner or later you gotta admit that shit Pac do has been elevated to a place Pac could never put it because he died.
Yeah, hell
So
yeah.
that smooth shit, that shit that we love Biggie for, yo, Jay-Z done grabbed that shit and mangled it. So it's like the level Biggie
I feel
had
that.
it.
I feel that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
with
what
you
I'm
on
saying. So I told him, I'm like, yo, one day I was driving and fucking Hypnotize came on, and I'm like,
That's because you just tired of
I'm
Hypnotize.
like, yo,
man.
I don't feel like hearing this shit right now. But I used to be a time Biggie
let
come
that
on,
shit
I don't
rock.
talk.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
just like, yo, we gotta stop holding on. Yo, niggas think Biggie catalog is mad albums.
Nah.
Until you sit down with a nigga and be like,
That's how niggas feel
well,
about Chuck
Double
D.
Disc is considered 2 albums. So it's 3 CDs, man. Because don't nobody bump Born Again.
No.
Don't nobody bump that shit, bro.
All right, we ain't gonna go too deep into that.
Don't nobody bump that
R.P.
shit, bro.
Biggie, man. R.P.
Word.
I
Biggie.
mean, but he's still in the 10.
Listen,
he ain't fall that
he's
far.
the god of flow, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
His flows was unmatched.
You know,
You feel me?
I got a crazy take. I always tell this nigga that if Big Pun was black, he would get
That is
so
his take.
much love. Like,
That is
the
his
love
take.
he would get would be crazy. Like
If he was black.
if he was black.
You know what's crazy though? I feel like Puerto Ricans and blacks together played such a big part in hip hop. If you
swear.
look back in the day,
Yeah, I swear.
the first B-boys were Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
They weren't black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The DJs and the MCs were black. The niggas actually dancing and doing all the B-boy shit were Puerto Rican. So they play a big part in the culture. So
Word.
I feel like
But
I
you
feel
know
like
what
it's
separated
crazy.
them, right? The Bronx.
Word.
Yeah,
The
that shit's
Bronx
fucked up.
clearly, because the Bronx want to be New York. Like when you come to New York, yo, where you from? The Bronx. So they want everybody to be from the fucking Bronx.
Yeah.
And then Fat Joe ain't making no better. All Latinos.
Yeah.
Like the whole label. It was Pun that was like, yo, Remy Ma, you know.
But nah, my
Black
thing,
chick
my,
nice. And he like, man, if it was up to him, Terror Squad would be 100% just
my
Hispanics,
thing with
man.
Pun is I just feel like it's not bad that he's not black because he's a fire ass rapper. I just feel like it's kind of like with the Eminem thing. Like, you know, Eminem white, so you know they kind of
You know my argument.
yeah,
with
yeah.
You know my
You
argument with Eminem being white.
I agree with that though. I feel like there's like I saw an interview the other day on Instagram with this is mad crazy, but it was with Macklemore.
I thought he was about to say Melly fucking man.
Nah. It was with Macklemore, right? And he said something. He goes, you know what? I know that like me making rap music and shit. I know that it don't belong to me. Like I'm a guest.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm a guest in here. You feel me? I'm a guest, and I respect that. You feel me? And I was like, okay. Like he put it in a perspective where I understood. He was like, you know, you come into that house. It's like you
Right.
you didn't build that house.
Right.
You feel me? You're a guest there, so you operate as a guest. Because obviously, you know, the culture is black culture. So I feel like if you're any other race and you come into that culture and they embrace you, you're a guest. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come in there and fucking take it over. You know what I'm saying?
Me personally, I feel like it shouldn't be like that. But being that it is, that's why it's my take on Big Pun. Like if Big Pun was black,
I mean, but let's be honest, right? That's like, let's say you black, right? Boom, you have a kid, and they grow up in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? And they speak Spanish, and all of a sudden, like reggaeton music get taken over by like blacks.
You talking about like that white
They'll
dude?
they'll be like, what the fuck? You
I
feel
get
me?
that,
Like
I get
you're a
that. That's a
guest.
good
You're a
example,
guest
actually.
there. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I get
like
that.
you know what I'm saying? Like music culture belongs to certain like you know. So it's like when you come in there as a guest, yeah, you can make the music and get popping with it, but it's like you can't.
it's not your home.
Yeah, it's not your home. You can't be
respect that.
Jay-Z
Yeah,
of
I respect
reggaeton.
that.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
respect
Like you
that.
just can't.
Yo,
That's gonna be a Puerto
the
Rican
argument,
cat.
So wait,
the
'cause it's
argument,
Puerto-
the
it's the same
argument.
shit.
That's the crazy part. The argument you making is the argument because 50, other than Nas, is Eminem. That's what he always said.
Yeah.
And he literally said, yo, you know why niggas can't respect Eminem and they don't like Eminem? Because they hate to sit here and go, a white boy do black music better than some black people. And he's like, yo, they fucking hate that. He said, it's coming from me. I've sat next to this nigga
but it's the truth though.
Yeah,
there's no lies told. He does do better rap music than a lot of niggas.
He was like, look at all the greats. He said, look at all the greats that like Eminem. He said, Nas don't disrespect them, Hov don't disrespect them, but then look at the niggas that disrespect them.
21
niggas
Savage.
who can't hold the candle to him. He was like, they just hate to see somebody not their color be really, really fucking good at it.
What's the record with Jay and M?
Renegade.
I'm not gonna hold you. M Smoke J on there.
I'm not doing that. I'm not.
No. Hold on.
Let's be honest. M walked J on that song.
Let me tell you my argument for it. Let me tell you my argument for it.
His own.
This is what I told this nigga. No, hold on. That's what I told this nigga. I said, Judge, you know why he did better than Jay? Because Jay fucking heard the verses and still ain't penned a better verse. That song is him and Royce the 5'9". Eminem didn't change nothing. They just gave Jay the beat, took Royce off, and Jay-Z inserted two verses.
That's the type of confidence I be walking with. Like, if I got a record and I want somebody on it,
not a record was done. No, but this my thing. Jay heard them shit. There's a
difference between ego.
I sent it out.
There's a difference between ego and being like, all right, they sent it back. Nah, I can't let this nigga smoke me on my own record.
Like you hear
Absolutely not. I'm gonna change my shit. Like
I don't know. Like I feel like.
And you know Eminem heard it because he mixes his own.
You know who'll do some shit like that? Kanye.
Hell yeah.
If you give a song back to Kanye, you sound better than him.
On Control.
Yeah,
Big Sean did that right on Control. Yeah, I can't do it, bro. Like I'm going.
Kanye
if I'm confident
his
enough,
verse 8 times before
Big
he let you walk
Big
him
Sean
on
ain't
that
changed
shit.
his verse. He ain't changed
he said he didn't.
He
right?
said he sent it with his verse on it, and when Kendrick and Jay sent they shit back, he just kept it. Because he had that much confidence in his verse.
That's how I be feeling.
He said he heard Kendrick shit and was like, yo, this nigga wildin', but I ain't changing shit. He said he wanted to. He said as soon as he heard it, he said, well, I'm about to diss this nigga back. But he said that's not organic because you responded off my verse. Like, that's the whole, you know what I mean? So he said he ain't changed it.
But what's your top 5?
My top 5, number 1 is going to be Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Weezy up there for me. Jay's up there, Jay-Z.
Okay.
This is not in order. This is just my top 5. I don't have him. This is just my 5. Jay, Fabulous. Fabulous is my top 5. Fabulous, one of my favorite rappers. Wayne, Jay, Fab, Jadakiss. Yeah, y'all ain't even gonna believe when I tell you my number 5.
Shit about to be crazy.
It's gonna be some shit you probably gonna be like, okay, I didn't see that coming.
You about to say Pharoah Monch?
Nah. Ice Spice. Now you back? Nah, yo, it's Andre 3000.
Oh no, I fuck with that. Yeah,
I'm not going down that rabbit hole though. I ain't even
about
about to argue about this nigga.
Nah, hell no. I fuck with
You know my feeling about who the better Outkast member.
I fuck with
You better not say fucking Big Boy.
Yes, he is.
I'm good.
Yes,
I'm not. I don't get.
And I'm not
doing this with you.
Yes, I ain't doing this with no.
I ain't doing this with you.
I'm good. I don't even.
I ain't doing this.
Nigga.
We not doing this.
Nah, they together. I don't even put
them. Nah. Just for that, we doing this now.
Damn.
Talk your shit, bro.
Here's my perfect example of why I appreciate and think Big Boy is better than Andre. What's your favorite Outkast record? That's how confident I am in my answer. What's your favorite Outkast? What's one of? Just any of them. That's a favorite song from you.
Mine's
that's Outkast. That's what, yours what?
Roll call.
Okay, what's yours?
That's tough.
That is hard.
All right, then stop right there. 90% of the Outkast records, Big Boy carries the whole song. And Andre either does a verse or the bridge. And Big Boy does 2 verses on almost every record they got together. 90% of their music, Big Boy carries all of the records.
Yeah.
Until they did the solo album. Then you seen Andre. But Andre wasn't rapping. He was doing more R&B on there. So Andre was doing more of what?
Yes. I agree with you on that. But you know why that was going on? Because if you look at the credits, almost all the songs Outkast was doing, Andre was producing on. He makes the beats. He was making the beats.
So does Big Boy.
No, Big Boy don't make beats.
No, he don't make the...
What I'm saying is...
You a producer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So imagine, we in the studio, we a group, right? Okay. I'm producing. I'm in this mode.
I never knew Andre 3000.
Yeah, so I'm in this mode, right?
Some organized noise. They taught him how to make beats.
And then as I'm in this mode, Big Boy already writing. So he's like, jumping in and rap on that shit, you feel me? Right. And then I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna add my shit on there, you feel me?
Which is like 30 seconds to 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, but he's the one that's bringing the essence to the song.
Oh my God, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Hey man, y'all could beg different. Y'all can agree to disagree.
No, because the nigga said that to me. Fucking Chris was like, yo, but when Andre come on though, I said in the last 30 seconds you just erase 3 minutes of music for this nigga to come on and be like, he ain't even coming on rapping. He's coming on some bullshit, and niggas is going crazy. Man.
I'm good.
Granted, he is one of the nicest rappers ever. I just think out of them two,
fire.
I think Big Boy is better. Okay, but I learned to not argue.
And I'm not saying that Big Boy is not good.
Yeah.
Because Big Boy is fucking nice. You feel
nice
me?
As fuck,
he's super
son.
Nice. You feel me?
And he did the drums on Papa's head.
I feel like everybody that came out of that camp was all nice. The Dungeon family.
Yo, I tell this nigga
all fire.
the time.
They was all fire.
Yo,
Future
go
was in
listen
there.
to CeeLo.
Future was in there.
Go
I know. I fuck with CeeLo. I never said anything.
No, old CeeLo, not
CeeLo is hard when he collabs and he does shit with this nigga with
No.
Nas Barkley, with the producer. What's his name? Danger Mouse. Yeah, Danger Mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, when he works with Danger Mouse, bro, they are a lethal combination, bro. They make some crazy shit.
I would like to say I did hear a very good record by CeeLo Green in the last 30 days. It's on Nick Buck's album. It's called Blessed to the Max. That shit was hard. It's at the end. Last song, fire.
Like I argue with niggas.
CeeLo
Niggas don't understand
Yeah,
how
CeeLo
good
hard,
of a rapper CeeLo is, huh?
Nah, he nice.
Like when I be listening to them
Yeah,
niggas
top
back
five?
in the day, who CeeLo?
Yeah.
Nah, if it was just South niggas, maybe.
Oh,
But you know, my top 5.
we about to get into that.
Oh, yeah, mine's right. It's my go, right?
Yeah.
So Nas is number 1. You talking about no order? They go in order. Nas and Jay is 1 and 2. Everybody else is fighting for position. So
Okay.
Nas, Jay, M, Common, and Kendrick.
Okay.
I respect that.
So,
All right,
that'd
so
be my
I got a question for y'all.
Method Man was in my 5 for a long time. He just-
3 artists, right? In order though. Y'all gotta let me know in order, right? Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake.
Kendrick Cole, Drake.
Kendrick, Cole, Drake.
Drake is at the bottom of any list he's on.
Yeah.
Yes. As a rapper, as an artist, he's number 1. As a rapper, he would never ever touch the top of my list again.
As an artist, he's still number 3 to me.
Okay.
The feeling you get with Joey Badass is what I get with Drake. I said this on a.
I will go.
I said this.
Drake's music.
I will
I'm
go
about
crazy.
to tell you this.
I ain't gonna lie. Sicko mode?
I was on my boy
Tell him.
podcast, the Going Forward podcast, and I told him, I said, yo, I don't have a memorable moment in my life with a Drake record.
Oh hell no, cameras.
That's crazy.
I don't.
Cameras.
I don't have one.
I'm
not
Wow.
Look how I broke it down to him. I'm not a party nigga, so I've never been in a situation where it just take over. I'm not a heartbroken nigga, so I never played some shit and just thought, let me call this bitch, man. Fuck wrong with her. So Marvin's Room, none of that moves me.
Do not disturb.
Him, this is what I said. I said, yo, I ain't saying that the music is bad, but like you said with Joey Badass, when I hear Drake and niggas be like, whoa, I'll be like, yeah, this shit all right.
Underground King.
Shit all right.
Lord knows.
It's all right.
Underground King is fucking one of his best records, bro.
That shit don't.
And I was
It's one of my favorite
shit don't
records, bro.
move.
He ain't write that, correct?
And then
He
I
didn't
don't.
write
And then
that,
I don't
like,
know
at
what
all,
he
right?
wrote. I don't know
What?
what he wrote.
They said he ain't write Underground Kings.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God, bro.
Yeah, they did say that.
They said he did not write
They
none of that.
did.
The shit on Take Care, they said he did not write none of that. That's why he is number 3 on.
Yo,
any
he
list.
said that on 21 Savage in the album. He said, I bought Take Care. He literally says that in one of his bars. He said, I bought Take Care, and he shot the nigga out he bought the album from.
Fuck Drake.
Even
That's
though
all I
it's
gotta
the
say.
That can't be real, bro.
That's what
They
he
said
said.
he ain't write
But
that
even
shit,
though,
bro.
yeah, that's
They
where him
said
and the Weeknd beef started
Take
from.
Care was the Weeknd's album.
Yeah, that's where they
Drake
beefed
took
him
all
from.
that shit.
And gave him none of the credits for it. And he asked him for his,
No,
his
don't get me
credits on the
wrong.
album. But he
Yo,
was like,
this-
no.
if the-
I ain't gonna
if the
hold you.
Ghost-
Y'all just broke my heart.
You
King.
really
that's,
didn't know that?
That's
Nigga,
my
how
favorite
you
Drake
think I felt?
album.
How you think I felt?
That's my favorite, bro. That's my favorite Drake album.
That's when Drake was number 1 to me. Bro, fuck my life up. All because of him. Fuck my life up.
My nigga, that shit
Underground
just fucked
King,
me up, bro.
Cameras.
That's my favorite album by Drake, bro.
Yeah, him and the Weeknd.
Intro on that shit over my dead body is
They
crazy.
say
He
him
didn't
and
write
That's what I'm saying. That's the same shit I was saying. Nigga, I was heartbroken. I
Nah,
learned
yeah.
every song in
Damn,
7th grade
Drake.
off that shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
fucked it up for
they
me.
said that's him and
That-
that's how he met the Weeknd. It was Take Care. He asked the Weeknd like, "Yo, what's up?" And Weeknd was like, "All right, you good."
That ghostwriting shit
Because the
fucked me up.
Weeknd actually has a diss record talking about it, and he was like, "Yo, I gave you my debut album, and you ain't give me none of my credits. Nobody know nothing but the song I'm on." And then Drake said some slick shit, and he was like, "All right, then it's up." That's how they started beefing. You never knew that?
Well, I heard that the real beef came from because Drake took on The Weeknd and gave, because let's be honest, like Drake gave The Weeknd a lot of buzz. You feel me? When it came, and he gave him all that buzz on some brother shit. Like, we working together, we helping each other. I'm gonna get you lit.
No credit, though.
Nah, but listen, I heard that after that shit happened, he was supposed to sign with OVO with Drake. You feel me? They were supposed to run it up together. And The Weeknd, yeah, exactly. And he went to another label and signed with some other dudes and cut Drake out the situation. That's why Drake was like, all right, so you let me get you lit, and then you went and said on me, so fuck you, nigga.
Nah, let me ask you a question before we get into cap and facts then. You don't feel like it was a smart decision? Because Party Next Door in a fucking sweatshop doing nothing but writing music for Rihanna.
And getting big as hell.
Like, think about it. He making a record like Drake. What you think? We gonna give it to Rihanna. Nigga, like this shit, what the... Every nigga on his label in a fucking sweatshop. And Division not even working with him.
I was about to say, them pockets good. And Party Next Door got bangers, and he's well known, and he has a legit fan base. And I also feel this.
Say Party Next Door couldn't be The Weeknd big if he didn't.
But this is what I was gonna say. You can't blame that on Drake. Right? You can't blame because Drake is not holding nobody's hand. You feel me? And that's the same thing that happened.
Just using their records. I got you.
Yeah, he using his records, but like, bro, he could have still did that in Party Next Door. I feel like if Party's not that Next Door is not. First of all, I met this dude before. Right? I met him at YG's pool party in Miami with Mustard, and he's a very timid guy. He's not super outgoing, right? And I feel like if you're not like that, it's hard to become superstar status. You feel me? I feel like nobody can do that for you. You got to put yourself in them shoes, right? That's like when Big Sean, I remember when he said he signed to Kanye, and then after Kanye gave him that stamp, that's all he did for him. He never paid for no studio time, never helped nothing, right? He pocketed, he signed a label deal with the money they gave him in advance. He paid and did his whole project. Kanye didn't start coming back around once Big Sean started moving on his own. You feel me? And for a long time, Sean said that he resented Kanye for that, because he's like, bro, how you sign me and then just bench me? You feel me? And when he finally had that conversation with Kanye, Kanye was like, bro, I gave you my name. I gave you that stamp. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the rest. You feel me?
But you could do that but you could do that without signing me, though.
Kanye doing that for Big Sean made him a top 5 of that generation.
Exactly. He learned, you got to do shit for yourself, bro. Ain't nobody gonna hold your hand in this shit, bro. If you want this shit, you gonna make this shit happen. You feel me? I gave you my cosign. I told the world you the hottest. You feel me? I gave you the platform. What you do with that is what you do with that. Drake did that for Party Next Door. You go, yo, here's the platform. Look, the world know you, nigga. Whatever you do with that, it's what you do with it. The Weeknd did it, and look what he turned into. You feel me?
Out like I love McConan. Don't go out like him.
Exactly. You feel me?
You know. Well. I understand why he went out like that. Now that I know that was Troy Ave that got him beat the fuck up.
All right. So we go.
I love McConan.
Get past that.
Nah, for real. Remember when he got beat up on stage when the nigga ran up and beat him up? Troy Ave did that.
Yeah, but he got dropped from OVO because they found old tweets of him talking shit about Drake. Remember that?
That's some sensitive shit.
They went back in time and was like, he was talking hella shit about Drake. They found out about it. It's like, yeah, nigga, now your biggest record is because we signed you to OVO, so they dropped his ass. They let him go, you feel me? But talking about Drake, right? Do you feel like out of all the artists that ever got Drake features that weren't already lit, how many of them actually took that shit and like took it to the next level?
Block Boy JB didn't.
I was about to say he down. I get mad as fuck at you.
McConan didn't.
Because he gave a lot of new niggas records.
Yeah,
and they did nothing with it.
Lil Baby took that shit to the moon.
Exactly.
To the moon.
Exactly. But Baby already had a little that's my dog for sure. He had records.
Nah, but in Lil Baby's defense, that wasn't his job to work that record. It was Drake's job. That was Drake's record. See what I'm saying?
No. It was Baby's record.
Which one?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Yes, Indeed was
Baby's
record.
Shit on the Drake EP.
No, that's on
Baby shit.
Yeah.
Harder Than Hard. I'm a Baby fan. I know that.
Yeah, that's Baby shit.
When I listen to it, I go to Drake page and get.
But I'm glad that you know that there's only 2 artists that ever took those Drake features and turned it into huge careers. It was Baby, and they both on the same label, and Migos. Yeah, when he jumped out of Versace shit, and they took that platform, like, oh, this nigga just got us lit. All right, we gonna run with this shit. Niggas became legendary with that shit, bro. They was like, all right, you gave us that platform. That's what I be talking about. Yeah, and that's what I be talking about. You see, like he gives you a platform, and them niggas they took that shit and they ran with it. Like a lot of niggas don't be doing that shit. They sit around and it's like, oh yeah, they just want to cry about shit. I'm a big Drake fan.
But niggas gotta understand too.
He's one of the artists that I be talking about that moves me. His music actually moved me. You feel me?
Did you feel any way when Meek Mill said he had a ghostwriter and it actually came out that he had a ghostwriter? Because I was hurt.
Nah, man. See, that's the hard part though, because I'm a fucking Meek fan OD. Like I'm a big Meek fan, dog.
You don't understand.
So I'm not gonna.
I understand. I'm not
gonna hold you. Even though I fuck with Drake heavy, I was on Meek's side when that shit happened. I was like, yeah, I'm riding with Meek.
Meek let both of y'all the fuck down. Meek let both of y'all the fuck down. He put out that whack ass disc.
He put out classic albums after that though.
Facts.
He put out that whack ass disc record. That wasn't the situation.
I ain't gonna hold you though. When after he took that little hiatus after that disc shit, and he came back and he did that Funk Flex freestyle. Crazy. He burnt that shit.
Crazy.
You talking about the one where he was sneak dissing Drake because he couldn't win 1-on-1?
He came after he sneaked this Drake.
He sneaked this the shit out of Drake.
After
he shouldn't have popped perks when the Drake responded to the nigga.
First of all, it's all DJ Drama fault.
Ain't nobody say it wasn't.
That's a fact.
Yeah, ain't nobody say it wasn't. Ain't nobody say it wasn't.
Nigga mad because his wife got fucked. Like,
wow.
nigga,
but actually, no, it ain't even DJ. It ain't even DJ Drama. It ain't even DJ Drama fault. It's Quentin Miller fault.
Cause he got paid to write a song.
No, it's Quentin Miller fault because he told Drama he do it. Drama reached out to Quentin Miller to work with Meek. Quentin Miller could have just been like, yeah, I worked with Drake before. Now I wrote the whole fucking tape. He ain't have to say that to him. He could have just been like, yo, me and Drake.
At the end of the day, he the only one that got beat up. He learned this lesson. Remember he the only one that got beat up. Pete gonna beat his ass.
And watch how much he learned this lesson. That nigga said,
he learned shit.
Yes, he did.
He was on that interview talking about, yeah, I wrote for Big Sean. I wrote for Hit Boy. And then
when they asked him about it, what he said, yeah, you know, we worked on some stuff. But with Drake shit, he was like track 1 through 9 is all me.
Where he at now?
He Hit Boy.
Doing shit.
Nah, he Hit Boy writer. He right over there with Hit Boy and them. That's how he was saying. I work with Nas. I work with Big Sean and all them now. Like I be writing with them.
Go on to Kappa Facts. I'm mad at you. I'm mad you just told me he wrote for Hit Boy. Go on to Kappa Facts.
No, he in his clique. Like,
all right.
Like if you come get a Hit Boy beat and it's already a hook on it, he probably wrote the hook. Like that. Like them niggas.
So at least he's still getting paid.
Yeah, but he's still marketing.
That's good.
No, but he still markets himself like that nigga said, yeah, I wrote some shit for Nas. And they was like, what you write? He was like, you know, just some music. Nah, nigga, what you said you wrote some shit from Nas.
Oh, yeah, Nas.
He not promoting it like he's not
almost had a ghostwriting allegation on his
ass. Niggas was on Nas ass. And then he named the song, and then niggas went back and listened to it. And
Wrote for Nas is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
saying that is wild crazy.
He did one of the hooks for Nas. It damn sure ain't a hook Nas right. He did a hook for Nas, and Don Toliver singing on it, I think. Yeah, Don Toliver singing the hook. But when he presented
it, but you can't present it like that.
Nah, he presented that shit like I wrote it.
I wrote a hook on one of Nas records. Don Toliver sings it. That's it. You feel me? Like you don't be like I wrote for Nas. That's crazy, nigga. You can't do that. That's how you get beat up, bro. Like
that's what
for real, bro. That's how you get beat up.
Them Philly niggas caught his ass. Whacked his ass.
They whacked that joint,
bro. They caught him slipping in that joint. They
caught that bull slipping. Word up. Yo, man.
Wait, before Kappa Facts, I just want to tell this Nas story. I don't know if you've seen this rant, but I went on a rant and I was like, fuck Nas, because he was like 16 when he was beefing with Jay-Z, or however old he was, but Jay-Z was like 10 years older than that nigga. And then he made Illmatic, so I think that's one of the greatest rap albums ever. It was fuck him because he was
top 5.
It was fuck him because he was so young to be rapping like that. Fuck him. I was not rapping like that when I was 16. Fuck Nas. He know that already. He probably seen it. But yeah, that was my take on him. And he shouldn't have been beefing with a grown ass man.
Yo, do y'all put Get Rich or Die Trying as one of the greatest hip hop albums? Was top 5?
It's not top 5 for me, but it's top 10.
I could squeeze it in my 5. Like it'd be a tie with something.
I think that's one of the greatest hip hop albums ever.
Yeah, I think Many Men is one of the greatest songs ever.
Facts.
Where I fucks with Many Men heavy.
OD.
But yeah, we in Kappa Facts. You know what it is. So yeah, I got 5 questions for you. I'm gonna ask you them. Kappa Facts, you can say if it's wise cap, wise facts, and then take it from there. First question, in this business that we in, you know, industry shit, you know, because we all doing our thing. Mm-hmm. Do you need a team to succeed? Kappa Facts.
Facts. Why?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta explain. Why.
Okay. Well, I mean, teamwork make the dream work. You can't do everything yourself. I mean, you can, but like, it'll only take you so far. You feel me? I feel like you definitely need a team. It's the reason why people have managers, right? It's like, I always compare it to like a business, right? If you're running a restaurant, how could you be the hostess, the waiter, the one cooking, the one at the bar serving the drinks?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
you
that.
can't, right? So if you open a business, you got to hire a team in order for the business to work and for it to make money. I feel like artists are the same thing. People tend to look at themselves, when you're an artist, you got to stop looking at yourself as a person.
I agree.
You are an item. You are a product. You feel me? Which is why I always preach on my show on Make Your Mark that I always preach that you have to have a certain sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you're trying to be successful in this game, you got to be able to like sell something, right? So like, I always explain this way every time. You listen to Keisha Cole, right? What she sells you. Like, if you listening to her, you know what you're getting, right? She's singing heartbreak music. You know what I'm saying? You want to listen to some heartbreak shit, you're going to turn on Keisha Cole. You want to be toxic, you going to the club, you want to get ratchet, you're going to turn on some Future. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sell you music. You know what you're getting when you listen to these artists, right? So and that's not done like, I don't know, that's planned. You feel me? They strategize that. I feel like it's the same thing with an artist. You are a product, my nigga. Just like Nike don't sell toothpaste, Colgate don't make sneakers.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? You got to treat yourself like a product. So it's like, what are you selling? You feel me? Artists tend to just think about themselves as a creative, and they want to make a little bit of everything. One day they'll make a hip hop record, the next day want to make an R&B song. All of a sudden they're fucking making dance music, and I'm like, bro, you all over the place. Nobody know you. Nobody knows you, and you're not even identifying yourself. You sound like 3 different people on one project, trying to make everything because you don't want to put yourself in a box. You know what I'm saying? And that mentality will keep you broke. You know what I'm saying? Because if you build let's say you make 3 records, you do a R&B record, a hip hop record, and then you make like some dance shit, right? Yeah. And then you put all of them out, and your R&B shit goes crazy, and now you just built this fan base of people that fell in love with your R&B stuff, and then you get this crowd, and you have this momentum, and you go, oh shit, like I got the momentum right now, let me drop some other shit, and then you go and you drop some hip hop shit.
Young Blue did that.
You know what I'm saying?
Young Blue.
Then you go drop some hip hop shit, and then all those fans that was waiting for you, they there to listen to what you provided already. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you switched it on them. You might keep a couple that be like, oh, I like the diversity. Majority of them gonna be like, he lost me. He lost me.
Young Blue had that problem.
Move on. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Next one.
That Young Blue did that because I'm a Boosie fan. And when everybody was falling in love with him and Drake, I told this nigga, I said, yo, he don't want a Boosie albums rapping. Yeah. I'm like, this nigga's a singer? And then I went back. I'm like, this is the same nigga when they started beefing. I said, y'all thought this nigga was a rapper. Now this nigga a whole R&B singer.
Now he a whole R&B singer. That's crazy. But that leads me on to my number 2 question. You can't succeed without failing first. Kappa facts.
You can't succeed without failing first. That's a fact. Shit, man. This is an easy one to explain. I mean,
that's
you take 1,000 shots. You know, you're gonna miss 1,000 of them before you make that 1 3-pointer. You feel me? You're gonna miss a couple of them. I mean, it's just part of the game. You feel me? And I feel like without the losses, the wins don't mean nothing. You feel me? And they don't feel the same. You got to fall on your face a couple of times, so when you finally get up, you're like, you know what I'm saying? I deserve to be here. You feel me? So absolutely.
This next question actually comes from one of your top 5 rappers.
Okay.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work out.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Soulja Boy is like the main person I could talk about when I say that. He sucks as an artist. You feel me? But the boy grinds. That nigga grinds. He keeps himself relevant. He keeps his name like always talked about. You know what I'm saying? And he was a pioneer to all this internet shit. You feel me? He was the first one on dancing and shit with rap. So you know what I'm saying? He's a perfect example of like you don't have to have a lot of talent. Hard work will always get you there, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? The hard work will always get inconsistency. You know what I'm saying? But only when talent doesn't work as hard.
Doesn't work as hard, yeah. Because if talent working hard, then it's like
they're gonna smoke you. Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
Question number 4: Kappa facts. Overreacting has its consequences.
Facts, absolutely. I feel like I don't think overreacting has ever led to anything good.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
Never explain no shit like that.
Like
nobody ever explained.
I don't think anybody's ever overreacted and it turned into like a great situation for them.
Yeah, where
Like
it's
that,
always gonna escalate. Cause you can overreact and that person gonna
overreact, and it's always gonna be
in.
it's gonna take things to like a negative space.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I've never seen overreacting turn into like something positive. When people overreact, it's usually that shit's gonna go to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is you down the rabbit hole, and then it just, you know what I'm saying? Spirals into something that shit.
And that's what life in general, not just music. That's
everything.
Just everyday shit.
Overreacting, yeah, absolutely.
And for my last question, cap or facts? If you don't enjoy doing it for free, then you shouldn't be doing it at all.
Agreed. That's a fact. That's a fact. I feel like if you and I think I've been on both sides of this when it comes to the music. You know, at one point when I was doing music, it was obviously, you know, you do it for the love, and it's always going to be for the love.
Word.
But at one point in my time, in time, you know, you get to that space where it's like, you know, we become grown, nigga. You got to make a decision. It's like, yo, if I don't start making money off this shit, I'm gonna go have to get a regular job, and I'm not trying to do that, right? So I had to get to that space where it's like, okay, if I want to do what I love, I got to start thinking like a businessman, not just like a creative. So I had to put myself in that space where it's like, all right, like I gotta charge niggas for what I'm doing because I gotta make a living too.
How long it took you to realize that?
Couple years.
Word.
You know, because for a long time, like, you know, I never got into this shit because I wanted to make money. I just love doing this shit. I just wanted to be good at this shit. You feel me? So I did that for a long time, and then, you know, I started. Actually, it was my pops that helped me realize that. You know, he had to sit down with me one time. He was like, "Yo, like I know you love this shit, but like, you becoming an adult, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have bills. You gotta think about real life. You got real life to take care of. So it's like you either start making this shit." Legit. Do something for you, or you gonna have to figure shit out. And you know, I hit that road where I was like, fuck, man, like listen, I'm 33 years old. I ain't never worked a 9 to 5 in my life. I don't even know what it's like to work a 9 to 5. Damn. I've made money off of music since I started, bro. I jumped straight out of high school and got a studio. You know what I'm saying? And I've been grinding ever since. So I could at least say that I'm blessed to say that I've been able to take care of my family and take care of myself, doing what I love to do, even if it's on a smaller scale. Because I feel like, you know what? A lot of people think that they need to be Drake, they need to be Timbaland. You know what I'm saying? In order to like succeed. And it's like, nah, you don't, bro. You could be realistic about shit. Like, look, I had to realize like, okay, I'm gonna chase getting placements and trying to get with these artists all the time and get records, right? And like, this is real shit, right? For a producer, until you become Pharrell, Timbaland status, you know, producers, the standard pay for you get a record on through a major label on an album is like 5 bands, right? So if I'm chasing that, you know, like when I was younger, I was chasing that. Boom, I got the shit on YG's album. You know, I did 2 on there. Boom, I made 10 bands off that shit. You feel me? Damn. Then boom, I did Dave East. I did 2 joints on 2 different Dave East albums.
What's the joint you did for Dave East?
He did my favorite. He did a song on my favorite Dave East album, P2.
Yeah, P2. I did What Made Me.
Yeah.
I did What Made Me. On
Nas made me want to do
it. Yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
Made me want to throw the
Mind you, when he popped up, when I looked it up, when he popped up, and I seen Dave East album cover.
Wait, your tag was on there? Was it on the beat?
Nah, because I co-produced that with Buddha and Grams, so there was no tag on it. Whenever I co-produce with artists, like with other producers, we don't put our tags on that. You feel me? We just let the record live. Okay. If you ever hear my tag, it's most likely because I did that shit by myself. But I did that on my tag is on the other record. I did Unruly for him and Popcorn. My tag's on that. Yeah, that was what album was that? That was
Unruly is damn.
That's the one that he dropped during quarantine. He dropped that shit when he's sitting on the bike. It's a black and white cover. He's sitting on the.
I know what album you're talking about.
That's not Survival. That's Karma.
Is it?
Might be Karma.
It might be Karma 3, I think.
Karma
right?
3,
yeah. But where was I? I lost myself for a second.
Oh, you said.
Talking about that. Yeah. So right, like when I made those records, you get paid like anywhere from like $4,000 to $5,000 a record, right?
Yeah.
But if let's be honest, if I'm only doing 2 records, getting 2 placements a year, that's only 10,000. Who the fuck is gonna live off of 10K a year? You feel me?
Especially now in this fucking
exactly.
side of the world.
So I had to be like, I can't just chase this all the time. So I became a realist, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna open the studio. That's when I did Lava, and I said, you know what? Like I could still get those placements and chase that. But let me run the facility and hire engineers and let me run the spot because artists always need a place to work. You feel me? So like whether I'm working with bigger artists, lower skill artists, it doesn't matter. Like running a studio is always going to be needed. You feel me? And the minute I was able to figure out that business and how to run that, like first year, bro, I opened my studio in 2020 right after quarantine. It was in July. First time I opened my studio. First 6 months, bro, I made like $80,000.
Damn.
You ain't got to lie. You was crying when you opened it? Like it was a feeling.
Nah, it was definitely a great feeling, but I put every dollar I had into it. You feel me? I spent a lot of money building that studio, so I was actually super nervous and scared that it wasn't gonna work.
So I'm saying when it worked, like when you seen how much you was making, you did
I was excited. I was just like,
cry
fuck
like you had that good ass whooping.
Yeah, I was like, yes, this shit working. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope, you know. And now shit, so my studio makes over 6 figures, you know. So it's like it's great. Like I do well. You feel me? At that point, I don't need to get placements. I could just run my studio and I do well. You feel me? And then now I got the the live stream, Making Mark Live, and it's dope because
I need that live stream setup. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need that setup. He had sent it and they put me in the chat. I'm like, man, fuck. Shit look clean as a motherfucker.
That shit look clean, right? Yeah. Shout out to Make the Cut, man.
I'm on that shit every Monday. That shit like my soap opera. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, word.
Locked in.
Yo,
you know what? Now that I got you, I appreciate you for that, bro. It's mad love. I appreciate you typing, man.
Bro, I was there since y'all called my shit ass. I was like, damn, they call my shit ass.
Which one was that one?
You big on mixing. So I'm like, so at first, this before I was like,
did I say it was ass or did I say the mix wasn't good?
Nah, y'all said that shit was ass.
Yeah?
That shit was ass.
Because he always talk about the shit. He put it in the group chat.
I love that, though. I love that you didn't let that discourage me. Like, I'm going to say shit. Because I feel like
every
after that, every time you came, I'm like, nah.
Man,
at one point, I'm like, everything you send in is heat. I'm like, this nigga is wailing.
Bro, I'm sending shit. I'm like, nah, they got to hear this shit. I'm going to tell you some shit I did on the shit that I wanted Justin shit. You going to be like, oh, I ain't even repeat. Fucking, all right, so the first time I sent it, the Ken Star shit, you was like, man, that shit was boring. I'm like, oh, niggas told me this shit was hard. So
you make music?
So
no?
So
was it you? Nah, I don't think. It'd be so many artists on there. I feel like I thought it was. I don't know if I'm probably mistaking you with somebody else. I remember somebody. I think it was a song of yours, or somebody had submitted a song and was like, yeah, that's my girl on the hook. That's why I was like, yo,
that's Cas. You talking about? I'm casual.
Yeah,
that's my man's though. I do mad music.
Oh yes,
we had a joint up there.
His girl got a sing, right?
Sing,
okay, yeah.
The joint he submitted with me and him on there, he got a 9 for that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You know what? I'm not gonna hold y'all. Y'all have like that's crazy now that you say that you guys made music in the past. You guys have like a similar like.
Oh yeah, that's my man.
Y'all music lives in like the same realm. You know what I'm saying? Like when I hear y'all, I'm like. Cause he's nice. He hard.
Nice.
He fire. So when I hear y'all both dope. Y'all both mad dope, yo. Word is born. Y'all probably two, like, not even saying this just because I'm on here with you. Y'all probably two of my favorite artists that submit shit on Making Mark Live. Like when you guys send music in, I'd be looking forward to like hearing y'all shit because I know it's always gonna be fire. I'm like, yeah, that's hard.
I appreciate that shit.
Absolutely, bro.
Nah, so what happened was the Ken Stars joint, when I sent it up there, I'm like, man, I'm gonna set some shit up here. Ken Stars up here. I need to let him know.
Yeah.
So Ken Stars like, nah, I fuck with that type of music, bro. You like, nah, that shit boring. I said, oh, he said my shit boring. So I just started recording more shit and all that. And then my man's is an engineer himself, JV Beats. I don't know if you heard of him, but he got his own studio and shit in Jersey City. He engineers shit, so I tell bro, I'm like, bro, matter of fact, he told me to go to your shit. Like, he was like, yo, get on there. I'm like, I bet. So now I'm telling him, I'm like, nigga, you gotta mix it. Nigga, like, you heard what he said, mix it. So he started mixing the shit and everything after that, after I started sending you shit, like, worried. When I sent it, I'm like, man, bro, I ain't gonna fuck with this shit. Then you heard it, I'm here, you know it. He's like, nah, this a 9, bro. I'm like, what? Even your girl said, I said, that?
Yeah,
nah. Like, what?
Yeah, nah, shit hard, bro. I like how you rap your pockets.
I appreciate
that, the way you just be like flowing over the beat, like your pockets be fire. You feel me? Like that's big for me. I'm like, yeah, I like the way you just be floating on that bitch. Like, I hate, bro. G Herbo, my nigga, this off beat shit, bro. Shit, he don't be in pocket. That shit be blowing my shit sometimes. I be like, fuck, bro. Just my nigga, your engineer could have took that piece and just niched it to the left a little bit, bro. Like, come on, man. But I feel like he be telling niggas, nah, leave it like that, leave it like that.
But real shit, that shit. But the platform itself, it definitely motivated me to like get in the studio and make shit and get it.
I appreciate that, man. I feel like that's what I built it for. You feel me?
Yeah,
I got to bring you on there, man. Next summer.
I'm down,
right now we
bro.
took a little hiatus, but we're gonna be back on. You feel me? I'll definitely bring you on there.
Whenever you ready.
Because after having this conversation, we have some. I know you're gonna be able to critique music and be like, you know.
Nah, because when we first met, our coworker, I was out because I had just my son was just born, so I was out. So when I got back, he was like, "Yo, you know the nigga over there rap?" I'm like, "Nah," because I used to do
I work together.
Yeah, because it used to be like no guests. We used to pod like on some regular shit. But then I was like, all right, so I brought him up for an interview or whatever. I listened to his music. He's like, what you thought? And I was like, yeah, that shit fire. But the only problem I got with it, yo, you rap like it's blah. Like you rap like nothing. Like no emotion behind his shit. Like, and I'm like, yo, I just can't do it, my nigga. Like, cause it be hard, but it's like, yo, if you sound like, it's like, yo, you don't even want to be here. Like, you want me to listen, but you ain't even want to.
Like you rapping like you don't want to be there type shit.
So one day he sent me some shit. He ain't never sent it to you. One day he sent me some shit, and it sounded like he was mad. I'm like, yo, where the fuck this nigga come from? He is like, yeah, I just, put some emotion on it. I'm like, yeah, because you sound boring as hell. Like,
nah, that's just me, but I get used to that. It depends, man. It all depends.
Feeling definitely plays a big part in music, though.
Yeah,
you got to put the feeling. People got to be able to feel you.
I be learning that as I go, but that's just how, you know.
And I ain't a producer neither, so I hate when niggas send me rough draft music.
I'm weak.
Like with a passion. Like, you send me some shit unmixed, I'm going to be mad as fuck. Like, I'm gonna be listening to the shit. This shit garbage. He gonna be like, yo, I ain't even get it mixed yet. You loud as fuck. This beat loud as fuck.
Yeah, like I be telling people, man, you gotta have your shit gotta sound at least halfway decent.
Unless it's good.
Like when artists when they come to my studio, even though I don't give them like a full mix and master, because like obviously I charge separate for that.
Yeah.
But like I feel like regardless, if you come into me to work, like that's my work just as much as it's yours. You feel me? Like, because if somebody hear your shit, I want them to be able to hear your shit and be like, yo, even if they don't fuck with the song, right? Because in my head, I'd be like, not every artist you work with gonna be nice. You feel me? You record some artists, they ass. But you know what? It's the truth. You feel me? It's the truth. But you know what? At least when somebody might hear the song, they play it for somebody, and somebody might be like, yeah, I'm not a fan of the song, but that shit sound mad good, bro. Where you did that? And they'll be like, oh, yeah, I did that shit with my man Cito.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like your name is attached to that. So even if the song not good, I always make sure that I do my part. You feel me? People might be like, yo, I don't really fuck with your song, but the quality fire. This shit sound professional as fuck. Like, this shit sound real good. You feel me? I did my part. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even if I don't do a mix and master, I always make sure my clients and the artists I work with, that they leave with like at least it sounding halfway decent. You feel me?
Crazy.
I'm not gonna let you just leave with some fucking rough draft shit. Like, nah, that's my name on that shit. I'm gonna leave you. You know what I'm saying? And then any little tweaks that need to be done, we come back and we fix them shits. You feel me?
Word.
But you're gonna at least leave with something that's like you said. It's not gonna be all crazy fucking vocals mad loud, beat is out of tune. Like, nah, bro, that shit crazy.
I'm gonna tell you one thing I did on the live. The shit I just went with the Justin shit. The Nas Club. I've been sent that song in. First of all, I sent it in unmixed. I'm gonna tell you the whole journey. I sent it in unmixed. Wasn't mixed nothing. Y'all was like, yo, this shit hard, but it need a mix. Got to tell my man, mix that shit, bro. Send that shit again. Sent it again. Got a 9. I lost that 9. Then y'all only played the first verse. Cut it down.
I remember that.
Played the second verse. Yeah. So now when you heard it with Justin, it was the second verse. So Justin like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I got his ass.
Got it, yeah. You know what it is? So I need to start announcing this because I never do, but on the beginning of the shows, I always tell people like, bro, send something in that I could like listen to and review within 60 seconds because it'd be so much music.
Yep.
Some people be sending music 3-4 minutes. I'm like, bro, I can't sit there for 4 minutes because I got to get through everybody's shit. Exactly. And the show's only 2 hours. You feel me?
I seen people send the same song. And I said, I'll be in the comments like, bro, we heard this already.
Yeah, you definitely do. Bro, that's why I had to give niggas limits because niggas would win the 9th Club and submit that same song every week. And at one point, bro, like, because I had different co-hosts.
Right.
So at one point, like, I don't care. I'm like, yo, submit as many times you want. But after a while, I'm like, yeah, that song is retired.
Exactly.
You can't send that song anymore. Because niggas like Sandro Keys was fucking winning. Nigga won like 5 9th Club, bro, with the same song. I'm like, nah, we not doing that every week, bro. You got to give other people a chance. Like, that's it. We know that song is hot. Send us some other shit, bro. You only got one song?
That's why I cut it and just sent the second verse.
Where?
Right, boom, we here.
But I do want to let you know, I'm a tough ass critic. So like,
from what you hear,
he's gonna have niggas and them. You know how Brubby Wildin' Quality Goods?
Yeah.
He's worse than that nigga. Like, no bullshit. No bullshit. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Word.
Straight face and everything.
So I definitely gotta bring you on there.
Yo, one time I was in there.
Because I consider myself a hard
Yo,
critic.
I was talking to this nigga one time I was in there. Y'all gave some shit a 7. I said, nah, these niggas fucking bugging. He was like, what? I said, yo, that shit ain't no 7, bruh. And then he was like, what you mean? I was like, yo, I get where you was coming from because you look at it from the producer side.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I ain't no producer, bruh. I ain't putting this shit on, bruh. I'm not putting this shit on, bruh. And then that's what I told him. I said, yo, your shit went. He went, he ain't get a 9s and shit. I'm like, yo, I'm going to stay. And then I just bounced. But I be telling like some shit, I just be like, yo, it's more than just like how you listening to it and how he listening to it. I don't listen to it.
Yeah, everybody listens to music differently. That's what's dope about bringing different co-hosts. You feel me? Because like I get their perspective. You feel me? I have a way of listening to it. You gonna listen to it from with different ears. You feel me? Right. So that's what's dope. I'm gonna bring you on there. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I'm just off of our conversation on artists, I'm like I could already tell it's gonna be fun. You feel me?
I'd like to be a co-host on that shit.
Oh yeah, I got it. Well, you already won the Nice Club, so you know what I'm saying. That's one of the things I want to do this season coming up now. Like I want to bring everybody that's won a Nines Club, I'm gonna bring them up there as co-hosts. You feel me? I'm gonna do like Nines Club guests, and then what I want to do is I want to do like a finale episode where everybody that's won a Nines Club, I'm gonna do like a big ass show and have all of them perform.
Oh
yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So it's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? And have them perform like my favorite song from them. Yeah, some shit like that. So it'll be dope, man. Absolutely.
But we ain't gonna keep you long. We want to thank you.
For sure. I appreciate y'all having me over here, man.
It's fun. I don't know how long we've been talking, but I swear to God, this is the longest conversation we ever had.
Yeah, it's an hour. It's an hour and 50 minutes.
I was about to say, because I know he had told me through the DM, like, nah,
it should be like an hour. Yeah, it should be like an hour.
We was rocking. I ain't even gonna lie. But that's what partners is about. Hell yeah.
Facts.
You can't fuck up a good vibe by ending this short, but we here.
So Ray wanted to do this shit where it's like song of the week. You want to sit here for it?
Yeah, let's get it.
Even though I was told to keep it New Jersey.
Yeah, I was talking about CeeLo Green. And
you was on some bullshit. I'm over here trying to find fucking underground rappers.
Who you gonna play from Jersey?
This Mac.
Who?
Mac. His name is Mac. M-E-K. Mac Pharrell. Mac Pharrell. That's off him and DJ Joker 973 album.
I didn't hear this.
Nah, you don't. You didn't hear it. Nigga, I just heard it like last month.
All right, let's get it.
And I only like it because of the.
It's a club beat?
Nah, you know I don't listen to that.
I was about to say, I'll do
You
it.
know I don't listen to that shit.
I was about to dance.
But you know I don't listen to that shit at all. I can't stand that shit. But nah, it's called Brick City.
All right, let's get it.
DJ Joker.
That's that sample.
Yeah.
That's that sample.
Put your lighters in the air for high.
Y'all ready?
I mean, this is the Jersey Club pad, and it's just slow down too.
I can take it like that. I can't take it when you gotta slap your hips and shit.
Project builders with half of them shits abandoned. Gang tags look like Basquiat's on the canvas.
What else?
Shots ringing out, you seeing if any landed.
I see him.
You good, but your man is ski masked up now. Paranoid, don't know who to trust now. But niggas killed your homie, it's up now. The score tied, the game getting clutched now.
Okay.
Brick City, Brick City. Brick City, Brick City. Brick City, Brick City. The school of hard knocks, we ain't think of going to Yale. Could have been a chemist with baking sodas and scales. Still fighting demons, they taking over, you yell. Now you got COs in and out of your cells. Brick City, Brick City.
He talking about the Green Monster.
Brick City, Brick City.
It's nigga
Brick
like
City, Brick City.
Essex County.
Look, I never seen a bunk bed sized up in a casket.
I didn't.
When you go, your life
nigga
shows you
said
flashes.
sized up in the
You don't know where time went when you had it. They say life's a bitch, she birthing a lot of bastards.
Damn. Whoa, that switch up was crazy.
This for Brick City.
I like this. This hard.
Look, the game try to have us in shadows like we ain't active. Tied the top 5 list with no Jersey rappers. Like how we having conversations with goats. And y'all ain't hanging up Jersey up in the Raptors, nigga, hold up.
Damn, I fuck with that. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was right.
Yo, Pete, I found the nigga.
The mix was killing me though.
Yeah, I found the nigga.
His voice was low, but I fuck with what he was saying.
The sample was too loud.
I found the nigga because he did a freestyle to the goodness. and I shared it on the podcast page. Like, yo, this shit hard. But that beat, that beat like feeling in the air to me, even though niggas don't use it. Like, it's just a hard ass Redman beat. And then me and him was talking. He like, nigga, I got an EP, and he sent it to me. That's the second song. The first one just like an intro. That shit came on, and it was the sample. I'm like, oh, I ain't hear a nigga rap to this in forever. Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
That's legendary. That's a legendary sample.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know the name of that song.
Neither do I.
I don't know the name of that song.
Anyway, man.
I didn't know the name. Yo, that's how I would look for that shit on Google. Siri, play.
Siri gonna play
Who sang that shit? Redman, right?
Redman,
Yeah, Redman.
I ain't never know the name, though.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight.
But yo, thank you again for coming through here.
We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Cito on the beat. Yo, where did the name come from, though?
Yeah.
Like, how did you get the name Cito?
That's my nickname. So like my family called me that and shit. And then everybody in the hood just started calling me that, and I just stuck. Fuck it, I run with it.
Damn, you couldn't have a regular nickname like Bubba or some shit. Like you was Cito. That was the nickname.
Cito.
Like what is shit? Like where? Like literally where that come from? Like
that's
Cito,
from
Cito, get over here.
Yeah. Cause I'm Dominican, so in Latin households they always put the Cito at the end of something like bebecito is like the little version, you know. So like me and my dad got the same name. So my name Ruben. So my dad's Ruben. I was Ruben Cito. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I was like little him. So like they just cut the Ruben. I just started calling me Cito, and it just stuck. Like the hood started calling me that. It started with my cousins and people on the block, and then it just went from there. Right. It got to the point where like my teachers wouldn't even call me my name. Like in high school, they called me Cito.
I'd have been that odd nigga. Yeah, Ruben.
They'd get my attendance. They'd be like Cito. I'm like, I'm right here.
I'd be like Ruben.
Ruben. I'd be like, at one point I forgot my name. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's me.
Yo, that's how it was with That's how it was with my son. We call him AJ all the time. Mm-hmm. Yo, his teacher was like, Amir. Then she told his mother like, yo, AJ don't respond to his government name. And
nobody
he was like,
called him that.
Yeah, so when she was like, I'll be calling him Amir, he looked back like, my name AJ. I'm like, damn, nigga, my name is, the AJ is Amir Jr. Yeah. But now I gotta call him Amir. Like I'll call him some other shit. He'd be like, no, my name Amir. But now he don't know that the J is for Junior. So I'd be like, your name is Amir Bryant Jr. He'd be like, no, it ain't. It's just Amir Bryant. I'd be like, Junior, nigga. Like, come on, son. Like, so I get it, man. But thank you again for coming through here.
Absolutely, bro.
Definitely, that was a good conversation.
Yes, sir.
I roll my weed up. Niggas trip, but they can't see us. Big plays when I'm on top now. I got this, kick your feet up. Watch how I double up now. It's gonna cost 10 to see.